Yeah, look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the brace and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Break to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like Slipknot. Got the driving, I got tunnel vision. I just hit my stride the way I run a business. I've been making paper like I'm Dunder Mifflin. See the end game, I got one division. Look, I don't ever bother with a critic. Hit him with a chronicle Riddick. Boom, bottle full of Ritalin. I hit him with a little bit of riddle me this, riddle me that. I'm bad, fell asleep at the gas. No time to wait though. Elon Musk, I'm trying to bankroll. New Tesla just cause I say so. Electric whip like Ivan Vanko. I just did it. W's only, you know I've been winning. Top of the world, the globe is spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission. Okay, let's get it. I've been on a mission like totally spice. And my baby, she bad, but she totally nice.
Alrighty. W's on the chat. What it do? Happy Monday. Welcome in. How y'all feeling? Great to see you guys. Great to see y'all. What's good? Who we got here today? What up? Let's get it. How we doing? Happy Monday, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome back to another New York session. Glad you have all made it back here with us. Let's go. What up, Energy? What up, Only Bands? Z Gamer in the house. Faith Belief in the building. What up, Carlos? What up, DJ Scratchers? The whole crew is here, baby. We're here. What up, Vicky? Good to see y'all. Welcome in. I hope you guys had a wonderful weekend. Hope y'all had a great weekend. What is good? What up, J Coop? DeMarco in the house. Danky P in the building. What's good? What up, Wokey? What up, Ryder? Good to see y'all. Marvin in the house. What up, Marvin? What's good? How you guys doing? Welcome in. Sheesh. W's. Let's go. Sandman in the building. There he is. What up, 8-Figure Trader? What up, Mr. Lopez? How we doing? What up, Tim Trades? Good to see y'all. You guys ready to go? Fired up? Lele said, Daddy, go get the W's. I said, honey, I just want you to know something. Daddy already got the W's. Just waking up here. Just being with y'all. Just having you as my little munchkins. Just having this community. It's already a W. Just being here, being alive today. Man, I'm super pumped up. Should be a great end of the month, great start to the week, and let's get into it. Y'all ready to go? Yeah, let me just get myself organized. I think we're good over here. All right, there we go. Perfect. All right, let's do it, man. Let's go ahead and pray real quick, yeah? Man, so grateful to be here with y'all. Let's do this real quick, and then we'll begin. Let's do it. Father God, I thank you for another New York session, another opportunity to just gather here in this divine moment for a divine reason. Yeah, we thank you for the blessings that are taking place in our trading, but more importantly, Lord, we thank you for the inner work that's being done. We give you the glory for continuing to pave our way and shine a light on our path. We thank you and give you the glory. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Let's do this. Isn't it so amazing to have vision? You know, vision is like God shining the flashlight on the path for you. You know what I'm saying? You know. Get your flashlights out. All right, I think I'm good. Let's get into it. I hope you all had a great weekend again, and we are back. It always feels good to be back at the desk, be back with y'all, and let's get into it here. So let's talk about Monday here. Let me just lower that one sec. That should be good. The music should be good there. Let's talk about Monday. Let's just talk about the week here real quick. Monday, which is today's the 30th, tomorrow's the 31st, so we got the two last days of the month here. So I know it's like the first day of the week and everyone's so excited, but just chill out a little, right? Let's wait for good setups. But it is only Monday, and it is the second to last day of the month here. So we got some 10:30 news coming in here. We got the Fed speaking today, so that should be pretty interesting. We'll see what volume wants to do with that time, but tomorrow, which is Tuesday, you have a bunch of US dollar stuff coming in, mainly 10 a.m. news on Tuesday, which will be the JOLTS stuff going on. So that'll be what's going on tomorrow, and then we kick it off with the first. So it's a pretty big week for us. You'll have ADP coming in tomorrow at 8:15. Wednesday at 8:15. 2019, along with core retail sales. You'll have a bunch of yellow and another red folder here throughout the day with the PMI stuff coming out as well. So very, very volatile day on Wednesday. Thursday, we should have unemployment claims. Yep, unemployment claims coming in. And then Friday, we'll have NFP. So it should be a great week. Should be a really good week. Last week we didn't really have many red folders at all, really. So to have a whole bunch of red folders going on this week and a lot of just chatter in politics and stuff around the world, it should be pretty volatile. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Let me know real quick about the music. If it's too loud, I will lower it. Let's dive into the technicals here. If you guys can give a like to the stream and sub to the channel. Let's get our boy out. Philippe is ready. He's liked the stream already. Have you liked the stream though is the big question. Let me know about this music here. I'm gonna lower it one more time. Should be good there. If you sub to the channel, like the stream. Just so I know. All right, how's the music? We good there? I think we should be good. Yeah. Clubhouse, how we feeling? Stephen B, hey, how are you? Good to see you. What up? It's Plan G. How we feeling? Good to see y'all. It's time. All right, let's go. Music good? All right, cool. Let's talk about gold. We'll talk about the NASDAQ here, and we will get into it. Let's take a look at what we got going on. Let's move over to the daily time frame, and let's see what we got cooking. So we did open up, or I should say we closed on Friday. We did close bullish there on Friday. So daily time frame is currently in a little bit of a range right now, right? So you got to support, but at the same time, we're kind of just in a downtrend. Got resistance sitting right here and whatnot. So yeah, the price is moving up right now. We are breaking the highs. I am bullish here today, but just keep in mind we've never really broken out of a range or anything like that just yet. But all in all, I am pretty bullish. Let's take a look at the 4-hour chart here. There we go. 4-hour chart. So we've been moving up for a little bit. So let's talk about this 4-hour time frame here. So price has been moving up, making these higher highs and higher lows. You've made a support about 2 4-hour candles ago. So we've been moving up. This candle closed very strong bullish here. You did have a wick to fill. It looks like that wick has been filled, and now we're coming straight into this area of what was once a bit of rejection, right? We kind of came up here once before, rejected out. Price tried to get back up one time here, another time, just kind of failed to move up. This is when our daily, or this was on Friday, and then we pushed down. We came all the way down here. We started moving ourselves back up now. So will we start to reject this area again like we have in the past? That's the big question. You have a lot of rejection sitting here. I think we can move up a little bit more. I think we got some room here to continue moving bullish before we do kind of get aggressive on those rejections. But let's take a look at this 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour looks like it can definitely move up a little bit further. Let's make this a little bit bigger so everyone can see. So it looks like we had a resistance here, right? Clean range going up to the left. You also had this wick to fill, so the 1 hour candle is currently now filling that wick after making a lower wick. Not a bad move there. 30-minute moving up here as well. So I could see if you're in the trade off the 1 hour, to get in on this candle is going to be a little tough. Probably wouldn't take any new entries here, but 15-minute doesn't look bad. You should get that wick to be filled. As I said, I think we could still move up slightly there on the 4 hour and actually tap into that resistance level here. So let's see if we can actually tap this level, which is going to be 46.27. If we can tap that zone, we can really start to look for opportunities to go back down here. So let's see. Let's observe this area from like 27 to 11, and then there's the potential for a rejection, right? Again, I'm still pretty bullish for the most part, but if we start tapping targets here on the 4 hour, as well as filling that daily wick, then I think we can start getting a little aggressive here and do what most people are probably not going to want to do here today, which is sell gold. So we'll see. If not, then what we'll do is we'll wait for a 30-minute candle to give us some sort of support, right? Maybe we don't get the maybe we don't get the buys, or I should say the sells, and we do come down here for some reason we just can't get involved, and then price creates support. I think that'll be the better opportunity to go long here today, and then we'll have that range to fill again, and then that 4-hour target. So that's probably what I'll be looking for when it comes to buys. I may be open to catch these sells. It just depends on how we get them and how they form up and all that good stuff. So that's pretty much it. Yeah, pretty much it. Monday, you know, so we'll see what happens. If price wants to give us what we ask for, then we've got a deal. If not, then we just hang out and chat a little bit. But yeah, we're going to need some sort of pullbacks here on the 30. Would love to see how this candle closes. If this guy can move up a little bit more, right, and then close out like very weak bullish, that can give us a good opportunity as well. Something that kind of looks like this. Yeah, this candle maybe break the highs over there, come back down, close weak bullish like that. Then I think we've got that wick fill in front of us, and then this range here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much my plans here. Would love to be bullish, but the buys are pretty much on their way. You know, they're on their way out. So we'll see what happens when we reach that 46.11 and come into 46.27 area. All right, cool. That's it, man. Wait, what? No, that's literally it. But what about the other lines and you know everything? No, man. I mean, just all we gotta do now is see what happens right around 46.11, right? Like, see, are we gonna go up there? Maybe we will, and if we are, we'll see about rejections up there. If we don't make it up there, then we already know now. Okay, the pullback's most likely gonna come on the very next candle, and if price gives us that opportunity, then we can take those sells down, right? If not, we just wait for you know, the next best shot. All right, it's a lot like just waiting for the bus, man. It really is. I know we're excited. I know you want to just get in here and make some money, but it really is a lot of just, you guys ever sat at the DMV? You just wait for them to call your number? Anyone? It's boring. Remember, I used to go to the DMV. I used to bring a book. I knew I was going to have to wait a while. I was prepared, right? I was prepared. First couple times I went in there, I got antsy. I'm like, Mom, you know, when I was a kid, when are we leaving, right? And then you finally realize, you know what? It's a waiting game. So same thing as trading, man. Wait your turn. Price will call your number, right? B serving 962. No, I'm just kidding. It'll call your number. You just got to wait on it, man. You just got to wait. Stephen B would much rather sit here than DMV. I think I agree. Linda. Yeah, Linda. Instead of it saying B serving, it's just like author filled. Yeah, there you go. Number called, baby. All right. By the way, congrats. We have 50K instant funded accounts for 10 people who locked in the Clubhouse on Friday. So we got your accounts coming to you today. Yeah, so if you guys were wondering, you know what I like? I could tell that's a 10 mature, responsible individuals, most likely, because I didn't get one person saying, yo, where's the account, bro? Where's the account, man? It's already been 15 minutes. Where is it? Sandman, how we feeling? Is there a app for the Clubhouse? You could download the app WHOP, WHOP, and then you'll be able to see it all there. Yeah, it's a nice app too, actually. Nice app. All right. Let's go. What up, Stephen B? How we feeling? What's up, Tim? How are you, man? Hey, how are you? How's it going? Asian session trade, can I show it? Yes, of course. Asian, that is right here. So you pretty much had a price moving down, price came back up, created resistance, closure below, clean traffic to the left, wick to fill, top wick formed, break of the low, 80% at the wick fill, full TP. I think full TP got taken like right at 79. Yeah, right at 79. A little bit lower, actually. It was somewhere, I had it like somewhere right around, yeah, I think it was around 80, 79, 80 there. Yeah. It was a beaut, man. It was a beaut. You had price kind of moving down. Daily needed a bottom wick too. Obviously, I didn't want to take any sells here. You see how the sells right here are just chalked. Like, you really don't want to take this sell now, right? But you see how that one bullish candle changes everything, right? That one bullish candle right there changes everything. And then if you can get that candle to be followed up by a closure below like that, boom, that's what you're looking for right there. That is what you call A plus, right? You have a clean range to the left. Oh, my bad. Clean range to the left here. Boom. You have a wick to fill, which is ideally what you want to see as well. My thing was this candle here, and then this guy here had very little to no bottom wicks. So I can't remember. I think I set my TP. Nah, I think it was here. Yeah, around 80. Full TP right there. So I walked away from the charts after the wick got filled. But yeah, came back and full TP was smashed. So yeah, that was pretty much it. So once you get this, right, this makes it overextended slightly, plus at support. Then that bullish candle comes in, right, wicks down, basically enters in all the late sellers. And all this is basically sellers taking their profit too, right? Boom, they're getting out. Price moves up, closes bullish. Now you're going to get buyers involved here. Boom, right? Buyers are going to get in on the open of this candle here. Price going to come down now, create that fresh resistance for you. And at the same time, right, you got resistance here, and at the same time, you have a closure below now. So this is like, when you see this, this is where you want to take this trade. Plus the wick to fill, clean traffic to the left, and the idea of the daily candle needing a lower wick, right? So boom, next candle comes up, makes a top wick, entry on the break of the lows. I got my partials right there at the wick fill. Next candle opened up, almost no wick. I'm already break even. I'm already 80% out at that point. Dropped. So that's that. Any questions? To the T, baby, to the T. What do you know? To the T, right? Full TP would have been down there, but again, I was just, my mom flew in yesterday. I have visitors here and family over and stuff, so I just set the TP, and yeah, that was it. But yeah, it was a good trade. Any questions? Very similar trade, basically same trade we always take. What's up, Tamra? Good to see you. What do you think about NQ? Oh yeah, let's take a look at the NASDAQ here today as well, as we wait on gold. Let me just move over here. NQ 8 a.m. today. Let's take a look, Sam, man. So let me just do a real quick breakdown here. So it looks like we did move down here on Friday. We did end up closing with very little to no bottom wick as well. So yeah, no bottom wick there. We did close below the range, right? You see this range over here? Daily candle has all that clean traffic. We did close below. We did kind of gap, it looks like, and break the lows, but we are beginning to come back up now. So pretty skeptical about today's candle. Ideally, if we can get a closure today that closes below this white line here, now we know, okay, we should be good to continue trading off into this clean traffic to the left on the daily. But if we end up closing back above, then this is where the daily candle may start to get a pullback, right? It kind of needs a little bit of a pullback. Maybe we even get what happened with my trade on gold, right? Where you get that bullish candle to come in, we get a brand new support, and then you get a closure below on tomorrow's candle, and then boom, same trade I took on the 30-minute time frame, you'll get on the daily candle here with all that clean range to the left, and that's where I'd probably be getting very, very bearish at that point. But as of right now, we got no wick on that previous candle. Price is moving up pretty good. Let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hours starting to really get humming here. So you've got a weak doji candle, right? But strong 4 hour candles to continue this move up here. Let's take a look at what's happening on the 1 hour. 1 hour has resistance here. We've already rejected. We've also got support that we can adjust here. So let's adjust, and this is pretty much our range now. So support sitting here at 400, resistance here at 554, and that's basically our range. Let's take a look at the 30-minute. 30-minute looks pretty decent actually to continue moving up if you can get a lower wick here, right? Nice little lower wick, and then we should be able to move up and fill that wick. Let's take a look at what that looks like, if that's any rejection. No, not really. So yeah, I mean, look, if the 30-minute candle can get a lower wick here and re-break the high, we should get this wick fill. So let's see what happens there. But 8 a.m. Sandman, let's take a look. Yeah, I mean, pretty good. Celery play, it looks good to me. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're in, you kind of don't want me saying, hey, let's try and get a lower wick. But, you know, like if you do get a lower wick, that's actually pretty good for the trade itself here. So I like it. I like it. It's a okay celery play. I like that this candle's strong. We got a wick to fill here. This one could have closed a little weaker. Yeah, a little bit weaker, I'd say. But all in all, we broke the highs here. You know, we should keep moving up to fill that wick. If, again, ideally, if we can make a little lower wick here and then break the high, we should get a straight shot up there. So, yeah, pretty good move. Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, you got clean range. You got clean range coming all the way up here. So, if you got a little runner there, let it run. Let it run. Sim Z in the building. How you doing? Yeah. What's up, Arrow Sassy? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Got some pips on that? Okay, Stephen B, let's go. I'm not sure if you were talking about the sells in Asian or if you were talking about the buys on NQ, but let's get it. Let's get it. All right, Goldie. Goldie. Yeah, I think we can. Honestly, I think we could pop through 11 here real quick, get a wick into this area, and then that'll make me a little bit more confident in taking the shorts, especially impulsively, like around 9:15 here. All right, how was everyone's weekend? You guys had a good weekend? Took the same trade, textbook. Yeah, yo, it's textbook. Basically everything we teach, you know, everything we exemplify every day. I mean, that trade was pretty much exactly that. Asian sells. Okay, nice. Let's go. Took the buys at 8:15 on NQ. Okay, cool. Are we moving? I don't know if we're moving too well on NQ. Let's take a look. Yeah, we're trying. That 30-minute probably going to come get a lower wick here. What's up, Robert? How are you, man? Played some b-ball? Okay. All right, cool. Who watched that golf tournament? Where the golfers at, man? Wow, what an emotional one, eh? Gary. Wow. Could you imagine having... I think he had a brain tumor. Man was a golfer. Man was chasing a dream from when he was a kid. Got interrupted, dealt with adversity, got sick, just still sick in a way. Like had developed a brain tumor, had to sit out. Goes 3 years, comes back and raises his hand as the victor. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. It really doesn't. Someone who probably shouldn't even be here anymore. Someone who definitely shouldn't be on the golf course. Pulls it together, man. Pulls it together through all trials, through all tribulations, through so much adversity, and goes up and gets his hand raised, man. It was amazing. It was amazing. Very emotional one. Comes out, you see his wife come out, give him a big old hug. Nobody's seen more than her, right? No one's seen more than her, so it was pretty epic. Pretty epic. I passed 4 more Apex evals this morning. Total of 16 now with 4 more almost. All right, let's go. Let's go, Adam. Nice job, man. Beautiful, bro. Let's get it. Good job, bro. Good job. Feels good to follow a plan, right? What a webinar this past weekend. Wow. Insane. How am I feeling? Excellent. Feeling just super grateful to be here today. Super grateful. Got my first payout, blew the funds. What would you do? I'd go out and pass the evals again, brother. Just get used to it. So it's not something that you have to feel bad about. I promise you. This is how the game goes. You know, I think most people don't quite understand how the game goes, right? Like it's really nice to see trading from like a little bit more of an outside perspective, but once you get in, you realize like it's a little bit different than you thought. So, brother, I blow combines all the time. I get payouts and then blow those accounts all the time. Right. So if I still do it, and the thing is, I strategize around it. Right. So a lot of people blow these accounts and they end up feeling really bad. Oh, my God, F my life. You know, the stuff that basically everyone says. Right. But you got to just shift that perspective a little bit. You know, you got to say, hey, look, you know, I had a goal to get a payout. I got that payout. And yeah, you know, it's a bummer that I blew the account like afterwards, but you can now say, hey, if I did that once, I could do it again. And now you can literally apply the same exact skill and habit that you did the first time around and get another one. And then once you get that other one, brother, you're going to be like, damn, nothing could hold me back, right? You're like, oh, look at that. I blew an account and I got another one and got a payout. And that just builds you as a trader. This is the work of becoming a good trader, right? Is going through these ups and going through these downs and what seem to be up and downs, but really it's ebb and flow. It's in and out. It's how the world works, right? So yeah, I wouldn't lose sleep over it, bro. Get some new evals, apply the same pressure, and get another paycheck, and just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat, my friend. 21 people on the live stream. Yeah, 21. Is that all we got? 21. No way. Not a shot. Let me see. No, 830. Oh, damn. Hey, guys. How are you? I didn't know y'all were all here. 23. You see, it doesn't matter to me. I don't care if it's 830, if it's 20, if it's 30, if it's 3. Either way, we're chopping it up here today. Yeah, nice job, Adam. Yeah, Apex really gives you a lot. Yeah, you can get a lot of leverage with Apex. A lot of leverage. One thing you guys should study is the term leverage. Leverage, baby. Oh, it's a glitch. Oh, yeah? That's funny. I don't know why. I think on my end I see the real number. Only 18? Let's go. All the YouTube have gone to the Clubhouse. Yeah. 500 a month, Apex, 20 accounts, using small for, yeah, that's good. That's a good idea. Yep. Again, using your brain, right? You being smart, leveraging, like strategizing, like that's the way you want to work these prop firms. Is you don't want to like treat. It's hard to say this sometimes, but like you don't want to treat it so professional. Like, and again, I preach professionalism all the time in trading, but you want to professionally treat it unprofessional. Does that make sense? Like you want to professionally strategize to collect an ROI, right? Versus just trying to put all your hopes and dreams into one account, all right? Because again, we all know that it just doesn't work that way. You're going to go through multiple accounts and you can still get paid and paid and paid and paid on each one of them. How long will you give us this kind of amazing learning live streams for free? Let's just say I have no plans on stopping. Let's just say that. Can you trade metals on Apex? I don't know. Adam would have to give you a... Oh, yeah. No, not yet. Not yet. Se 17 watching today. I blocked the stream. Yeah, I blocked the stream. It's a private stream today. Apologize, YouTube. You guys might hear me chewing on some ice today. We only got 18 here, so we're good. It's not like there's 900 people here or nothing. Second week here with you. Okay, started my first funded account last week. Amazing, awesome. We ran into a couple losses last week, so it wasn't the most amazing week last week. I mean, it was still very, very good, but I think we hit like two or three losses last week, so it's all good. Those times are gonna happen here and there. By the way, trading is winning and losing, so it's not like just winning trades. I mean, I know that would be great and all, but like you will lose trades, right? You will kind of slip up, make little mistakes here and there, or price action will do things that it doesn't normally do, and all that stuff. So just so you guys are aware of that, I think a lot of people just think you come in here and you just get to win and win and win and win and win and win and win, and you can do that over time, but you will deal with a couple losses in between. So it's a lot of winning but some losing in between. Keep it in mind. Icy Pop, yo, it's good. Damn. Real one. Winner is present. Harsh, what's good, brother? Yeah, I think I just messaged you back. Did you message me back again? If you message me back, I'll message you back. You can't win without losing, baby. That's right. That's true. You don't have to. Yeah, if you're gonna lose the trade, you might as well just blow the account. I mean, why not? Why only 20 viewers on YouTube? I don't know, man. Only 20 people wanted to come today. That's it. Do you think it's a good idea to paper trade for a little to get some experience in trading, but have been stuck in eval jail for a couple months? I don't think it's a bad idea. Like in terms of paper trading, like the only way I would really paper trade is not to really learn how to trade, but learn certain setups to trade. Does that make sense? Like you're not doing it to learn how to trade, because again, learning how to trade has a lot to do with the emotional side of the game. So we all know that. So with like paper trading, there's no emotion there. So don't learn how to trade through paper trading. Learn setups. Like learn how to take the setups a little bit better, just so you can get a little bit more reps in. Because again, like the way I see it is like if you come here to the stream every day, it's great. Like I love live forward testing and all that. I've been a big fan of that for a long time. But the more I think about it, especially for a newer trader, again, I try and make these analogies or relate it to certain things. And if you relate it to golf, like one thing I'm working on in golf is like, if I only play a round of 18 holes every week, I only get very limited reps with my drivers, with my irons, with my putters, right? But what if I went to the driving range and the putting range, right? So yeah, it doesn't count. It's only practice. What it is me getting more reps in, because I can only get a certain amount of reps in while playing the game. Same thing goes for basketball and baseball and all that stuff, right? No different with trading. It's like, if you're going to play a baseball game, you're only going to get up to bat once every, eight players? So you only get up 3 times a game. Where if you were in the batting range, or whatever they call it, the batting range, the batting cages. Yeah, if you're at the batting cages, then you know how many cuts and reps you can get in at that point? So that's kind of like demo trading. So if you get a paper trading account, what that allows you to do is that allows you to just get more reps, take a look at a bunch of onions and celeries and breakouts and stuff like that. So that way you can begin to see them a little bit more. But, nothing teaches you like being in the box, right? Actually playing the game. So keep that in mind. Like playing the game, AKA showing up to the sessions every day, limits you on how many reps you can get. So if you are going to do any sort of paper trading, don't do that to learn to trade. Do that to start learning setups a little bit better and get reps in when it comes to, seeing that same idea play out over and over and over again. And by the way, I wouldn't even paper trade. I would just go on a simulator, just download the simulator and do it on that. Save you a lot of time and energy, and it's a lot funner too. A lot more fun. Yeah. Am I waiting to after the news? Nah, I'm just waiting for a good A+ setup, really. If it happens around news, then I'll probably wait, but as of right now, it's only 9 a.m. and I'm game for basically 9, 9:15, 9:30, 9:45. What up, Riz? What's goody? What's goody? Any trades in London? Nope. Just one in Asian. That was it. Just one in Asian. Let me actually show you guys because I didn't show you. Yeah, this is it. So basically, closure below, resistance form, closure below, break of the lows, wick fill, and yeah. That was it. That was it. Pretty simple trade. I already explained it, so if you guys want to hear about it, just go back a little bit and it's there. It's there. What's a good simulator? I think it's called sheesh. What's it called? Damn. I'm drawing a blank. Somebody else knows. Somebody knows. Somebody knows. Blew an account last week. New step one. Bought it today. Okay, let's go. Let's get it. Looking forward to it. Okay, cool. We have a closure here. So we did close. We did reject. The 4-hour candle is still potentially got a little bit more room to go, in my opinion. Yeah, we could reject here, but you know, we could still pop in that range there. The 1 hour here is closed pretty strong bullish as well. I don't want to get in on a fade here because this could be breaking the 1 hour low, right? So if the 1 hour candle comes down, creates this little wick, right, it can turn right back around, continue breaking the highs, and then come back in this range here. So don't want to execute the fade right here, but all in all, we are looking good, right? We do have weak candles here on the 30, weak candle closures on the 15, but it's not ready yet to go against this trend, right? So let's see what happens here on this candle. Ideally, if we can get this trade around 9:15, 9:30, that's going to be best. So let's hang tight. 1 hour is just opening up, still no lower wick. Let's give this some time to operate here and see if we can break the 4 hour highs, pop our head back in this observation zone, and then yeah, we may have some opportunity here. We may have some opportunity. Nice little Monday play. Last Monday we took a great trade as well in New York session. We got off to a good start last week. Yeah, there's another one by Raja. I think I've only really yeah, soft FX. That's it. Yep. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that one I really like. That one I've liked for a while. We're going to yeah, we're gonna start using that same one, soft FX, I think it was in the Clubhouse. Let's go, Sam, man. Facts. Oh, TradeZella. I've never actually used TradeZella back testing. Okay, so yeah, actually TradeZella has that too. Yeah, I didn't know that. Unfortunately, I can't trade during news. That's probably very fortunate, Winston. That's probably very, very fortunate. Let's take a look here. London trade. Let's take a look. Entry. Okay. Break of the low. Let's take a look here. All time frames with the 30 were bullish. Okay. 4 hour tap target. 1 hour fade. 30-minute fake out. Range 2 breakout. Okay. Previous low. Break the okay. 4 hour low. Okay. Yeah. Let's take a look. Wait, did I see this one yet? What time frame is this? Why can't I understand that? Okay, 4 hour. Okay, 4 hour. Okay, TP. Let me go back here. Back here. So it was a buy or sell? I can't tell. I can't tell if it was a buy or sell. Sell? Okay. So breaking the 4-hour lows. Let me get that other information again real quick. Okay, so all time frames with the 30-minute and 15 were bullish. Okay, so that means the 4-hour and the 1-hour were bullish. Okay, hold on. 4-hour. 4-hour look bearish, no? Oh, 4-hour bullish. Okay. 4-hour tap target. Okay, so 1-hour fade, 30-minute fake out. Okay. Range 2. All right. Break of the previous 15 low was also the break of the 4-hour lows. Entered at the break of the previous. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it was a bad idea. Late entry maybe, right? That's kind of like anytime I get into these trades, anytime you see me get into them, sometimes like the move kind of, you know, it would have been nice. Obviously, we couldn't have got in here, but like would have been nice to, you know, get in a little higher. Now, not saying that this is a bad trade. This is probably a great trade, but the reason why I didn't keep going is probably because it was already going, right, for such a long time. So it needed a little bit of a pullback, but yeah, I still like it. You know, clean range coming down to the left. You got this wick right here where maybe if you break that low there, you go break even. But again, other than that, not a bad trade. Breaking the 4-hour lows there. This is also what I talk about sometimes. And again, this is where there's just zero certainty in the market. Zero certainty, right? So it's like you can go break even at this wick fill. But like we're also working on at the same time is like if you break that 4-hour low, chances are you're going to get a push at that point, right? So it's such a hard decision-making job that you just have to have systems in play because it's very difficult to make decisions on the fly, right? Because we can easily say, okay, let's go break even because we broke that wick. But at the same time, your mind will also tell you, but we just broke the wick. It's gonna drive, right? Like, let's not go break even too fast. So you see how it's like there's zero certainty, and that's why you have to continue to stick to doing it one way and no other way every single time. You see how that is? Literally zero certainty. Like things can go up, things can go down extremely randomly. So you have to have a system that's not random, right? So again, like if your system says, hey, go break even here, now you don't have to think too much, right? You just go break even and whatever happens, happens. But when you're trying to, you know, make the trade do something, which again, we all have zero control over, that's when like, you know, it's very difficult to make decisions on the fly like that. So yeah, being that we were a bit overextended, I probably would have said, hey, let's go BE here when we break that low. And shift our stop loss there and then, you know, shoot for these areas for partials. I think maybe that's probably the only thing that could have gotten done better. Other than that, I like the trade, you know, like it looks good. Looks good to come back down into these ranges. You had all that clean traffic to the left. So, you know, not a bad trade at all. Just consider the little bit of a later entry. I like taking these entries too, but sometimes I'm going to go, you know, want to go break even just because we've pushed a little much at that point. So, you know, break even typically at that wick. Yeah. Other than that, good trade. All right, baby, here we go. So we are starting to come down here now. So I like these opportunities. If we can get this bearish closure here, this is going to be fantastic. It's 9:06. So what we could do is wait for 9:15. And if we do close bearish like this here at 9:15, ideally breaking the lows first, closing bearish, this is going to be our opportunity today. So boom, same deal, wick fill, partials, and then full TP somewhere down here. Yay. Let's see if we can, there's the break of the low now. So let's see if we can wait 10 minutes, break that low, and then close bearish. And I think we're good. I think we're Gucci. What up, Magnus? Hey, how are ya?
Good morning.
What's poppin'?
What's up? Good morning, Nick.
Is that you, Nick Stewart, in the chat?
It's not me. No.
Oh. Uh-oh. We got a clone.
We got a clone.
We got clones.
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, how are you? How was your weekend?
It was great, man. What about yours?
Yeah, very, very good. Very good.
Fire, man. Love that.
Got some visitors, some family came in, so.
Yeah, Johnny said that. Lovely.
Yee. There he is, the Viking. Let's go. Let's go. You see why we didn't enter on the break here? So we really want to see this candle close, because that 1 hour candle can easily shoot up here, right? Within this next 9:15, 9:30 candle. So we really just want to be a little bit patient here and wait on this 15 closure. Really 30 closure, but the 15 works here, yeah. If we took it right now, it would be a 30-minute fade. Yep. 30 fade. I think we wait for the 15 closure and then take it on the re-break of the lows.
Yeah, fire. Yeah.
9:30. Yeah, I don't think we have news at 9:30. We got news at 10:30. Yeah, 10:30. 9:30 is our time, man. 9:30 is our time. I think that's the most common. So I won't trade the NASDAQ at 9:30, but I will certainly trade gold at 9:30.
Well, definitely. That's the golden time.
Golden time, baby. YouTube today's playing games. I know. I think we only have like 18 people on the stream today.
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, wait, what?
We're lit. Let's see how many people are actually here.
1,000 people a day, and then now 18.
There are, let's see. Oh, wow. It took it away from my back end, too. Interesting.
Weird.
Oh, wow. It said 9:03. So probably around the same as always. Same group of winners. Oh, here we go. 1,020 people here. Welcome in. Plus Clubhouse running deep. Roughly about 1,500 people. 1,500 winners in the building today. Let's get it. Happy to be here with y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yo, they're hacking our algorithm. If you guys can like the stream, if you guys are a part of the Clubhouse and you could leave a review on the WAP channel, that'd be great as well. Both the likes and the reviews help other traders who are just as confused as I was and you were before you got here. We got to help them, right? Just think about it. There's a lonely trader out there that your like can go towards his algorithm, serving him to be a part of the professional trading group over here. With one like, you can save a trader. With just one like, you can save a trader. All right, break of the low number 1, break of the low number 2. Let's see if we can wait on break of the low number 3, because I would love for us to be break of the low number 3 in our entry. But we got to wait for this candle to close.
Break of low again here. 15 close is pretty good here, maybe. 3 minutes.
Yeah. If not, we wait on the 30. It's no big deal. No biggie. No biggie. We're already up 8 G's anyway. 4 over here, 4 over there. So we got to get a good one here today. We got to get a good one. Yeah, like the stream. Yeah, we'll get the numbers right. There you go. That's a good incentive. This is the guy that's been DMing me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
By the way, I will never randomly DM you. I know all of you guys know this, but maybe 1% of you don't. I will never randomly DM you asking how your trading is going. Hey, how are you? How's your trading going?
No, that's too funny.
All right. I don't accept Bitcoin. And I don't have a super duper copy trader that I have not told my entire community about yet. Just you. Hey, man. I know there's 1,400 people that watch us every day, but I've hand selected you. Yeah, you. Yeah, I haven't told anyone about this yet, but I have a super duper copy trader that I've been testing for 2 years, and we take Bitcoin, and we only take a minimum of 10,000 deposit. Yeah, I don't know how some people be getting. I don't know. You guys know my story. I got scammed at one time, and I knew it was a scam. The guy was like, yo, if you send me 100, I'll send you 1,000. I said, dog, this is 99.99% not true and a scam, but the RR is just too good to let that one go. So I risked my $100. Yeah, I know. I knew it was a scam. It was, you know, send us the money order and all that. I looked at my boy. I said, bro, I mean, let's just do it. I mean, 100 to 1,000. I mean, what are we gonna lose? $100? Let's do it. But man, to get scammed on the internet, talking about, hey, I'm Nick Stewart. I'll send you a voice message. Hello, I'm Nick Stewart. I run the live stream, and then actually send them money. That's crazy. That's just next level stupidity right there.
How can you even do that? Like,
hey, you sure this is Nick? It doesn't really sound like you. Oh yes, I'm just using a random microphone now, and it's. Oh snap! Yo, I sent them.
Too true.
Are you sure that wasn't you, bro? I sent them Bitcoin. Uh oh. I have not seen that in a long time, but still happens.
Nah,
still happens.
I'm sure that still happens.
Bro, one guy was just messing with this dude. He's like, yeah, send me a voice message just so I know it's you, bro. It was the funniest thing ever. Snap.
It's wild.
The money order, bro. Yeah, I mean, I knew. I just thought, 100 to 1,000. You never know. You just never.
Let's try.
Let's
try. Yeah, it's only 100. You didn't have to put in like 1,000 or something.
They're like, oh, sorry, man. Actually, my machine. The machine, it takes a minimum of 200. I forgot to tell you that. So if you just send another 100. I mean, we'll double it up anyway, and you'll be getting $2,000 anyway. So you might as well just send the other 100. They contacted Anna. Yeah, they've messaged my wife, talk about how's your trading going.
Nah. Yo.
Too funny.
Yo, that's funny.
15 closure. Yeah, 15 closure. I think we're gonna have to. I mean, this is actually not bad here.
Not too bad, though.
It would be nice to get this 30-minute candle to actually close bearish, being that it's up and down here. So I really want to see that. So let's see if we can get the 30 closure. The 15 isn't bad, but at the same time, I think this 30-minute closure would be great. If we could make a low here on the 15, then come back up and all that, then maybe on the rebreak of the 30, I like it. But yeah, 30 closure would be perfect here. Oh, too funny. Last couple 15s before 4-hour close usually led to a loss last week. That's okay. I will always trade at 9:15, 9:30, 9:45, like when those opportunities show up. Even if like there's losses or, let's say like last week there was a loss or two, that would never stop me from continuing to execute on that time at that time, because hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of trades have all gone in our favor. So we can't really adjust what we do because one or two losses in last week's price action, got in the way. So does that make sense? So there's way too much winning to override, one or two like losses or whatever. Yeah, at 9:30 is my best trading time. So anywhere in this 9 a.m. candle is where I like to really get going. Yeah, and if it's a loss, it's a loss. I really don't care. That's the thing. Like, I don't care. Like, the next trade we take, it doesn't really matter if it's a winner or a loser. As long as it's a good setup, then that's really all I care about. So that's like the difference between, the operator here is like, if you can get to the point, and look, you may have to lower your size. You may have to get more money in your bank. You may have to go get another income. I mean, that's on the individual, right? But like, you shouldn't really care about the outcome of your next trade. And once you get to that point, that's when you're actually trading now. Before that, you're gambling, you're spinning a dice, or you're rolling dice, you're spinning a wheel, you are pulling a slot, you are hoping, you are desperately hoping that every single trade you take is a winner. And that's just not how the pros operate. You know, the pros operate by performance. They truly don't care about the opportunity on the next setup. As long as it fits the criteria, they execute, and then they just let probabilities play out over the weeks, months, and years.
So true, man. So true. When we switch the focus from just trying to win to like taking the best trades, it's really when that happens. Switch.
And a lot of people say, well, Nick, you have extra money. Okay. I went and did that. You know, I went and did that. Right? You should get extra money too. Right? So that way you can be a better trader. You know, it's not, you know, you have to figure out your whole life situation. You should have multiple streams of income rolling in, right? Even trading should just be one income, because trading at the end of the day is still a very active income. You have to show up to get paid, show up to get paid. So if you say, well, man, if I had some extra money to play around, well, get some extra money then, right? Find another job, create another business, sell another product, provide another service, right? Figure it out. And once you have it all figured out, now you're in position to not really care on the outcome of your next trade, because, you know, you're in the professional mode and you're not desperately using your last dollars to try and flip to make money for rent or mortgage or this or that or whatever it is that you're trying to do. You dig? Green has entered the building. How we feeling, Green? How we feeling? It's Monday. Take my time. Absolutely, DJ Scratchers. Great idea. Great mindset. Monday. Wait for the 30 closure. We got 9 minutes. We get a beautiful 30-minute onion here. That'd be perfect for us. High volume coming in. So
30-minute onion in London, 30-minute onion in New York, maybe. So let's see.
Hey. Johnny Gems. You need money to trade. There you go, Green. Green dropping gems. Could you believe certain people don't know that?
Green the gem drop.
It's like, wait. Johnny Gems, how are you? Rafi in the building. What's up, boys? Happy Monday.
Good morning. How are we feeling, family?
Welcome
How you
in.
doing, Nick?
Welcome in.
Yo.
W webinar. Holy.
Hey.
Oh, I got the
Magnus
dynamic
nothing.
gallery going on here.
So Rafi, so John.
How you doing, Magnus? How you doing, Johnny?
Yo, what's up, boys? What's poppin'?
Yes, sir. Good to see you.
Great to see you,
We're
gentlemen.
Gucci, bro. We're Gucci. We're back on a Monday with the winners. How we doing, Clubhouse? How we doing, YouTube?
What's up,
Man,
chat?
what
How y'all feeling?
I think we're back on a Monday.
We are back.
Another
Feels
session
good
of
to be
patient
back.
discipline.
You know.
Oh yeah.
You know how
The
it
best-
is.
No.
The best trades are first priority here today. Making money is second.
Yes, sir. That is the game plan. My only plan is to show up and look for the next best trade according to the playbook setup. That is it. That is it. So when that happens here today, we will step in and execute. And if it doesn't happen, then we will not step in and execute, and we will just observe.
Yo.
We will just observe. That's how you treat trading. So simple. I said it on my IG story yesterday. It can't get more simple than that. The problem is, it's easy to say it, harder to live it. Right? It's easy to say, you know, I'll just show up and look for the next best setup, you know, according to the playbook. But then, you know, in between those playbook trades, we tend to throw these other little random trades in there that tend to just pull us away from profitability. So once you can lock in and just say, hey, look, I am an observer here today. It's basically like I'm here at DMV and I'm waiting for my number to be called. So once my number gets called, I will get up and I will get into my trade. Until then, I will sit here and just watch, because I cannot control the market. The market can only do what the market does. And when it does what I want it to do, that's when I can step in. pretty simple.
Yes,
It
sir,
really
bro.
is. It really is. Let's see. All right, 6 minutes here. We'll see if we get our closure. There goes another break of the low now. So hopefully we can get our closure. Price can kind of stay where it is. And if it does, that's our opportunity to get involved. Any advice on somebody who tried to shortcut the shortcut while trading in debt and forced to go back to work? I feel like it's one of the hardest things to do. Yeah, it's going to be extremely hard on your mentality. But you got to start playing mental games, right? So just go back to work, but don't like consider, oh, I have to go back to a job and I've got to go back to work for somebody and I got to go back to be an employee. Just pretend that you own your own business. So whatever it is that you do, I don't know what it is that you do, but just pretend that that job has hired you, right? And maybe they didn't give you the exact like pay that you would have liked. Which is it's okay. But the mindset, you got to switch the mindset, because if you can stay positive and remain positive during this little season, then you have the ability to go back to work, keep a positive mindset, stay in your trading, and actually come out of it, right? And then eventually leave your job again when the time is right. So I wouldn't feel bad. There's no time to feel bad. There's no time to be bummed out. It's just, it is what it is, and it's going to be what it's going to be, right? So use the mind, right, to your advantage. Keep it positive. Keep it focused on a bullish life here, and get back to work. Get back to work and get back to the charts, and let's set some plans where in the next 4, 5, 6, 7 months you're in position to eventually walk away from that job again and not have to go back. Got to stay positive. Got to stay positive. And you got to stay trading. You got to stay trading. Otherwise, I'll get back to trading after, I get after I'm, with my, let me take 4 months to focus on my new job, right? And let me take 4 and blah, 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 blah. And then guess what? 4 months turns into 5, 5 turns into 10, 10 turns into a year turns into 2. And now, your dreams and goals and ambitions are somewhere in the distant past that you can hardly remember. So it happens to most men. It's one of the most devastating but most common stories you'll hear out there. And don't let it be you, brother. Don't let it be you.
Facts, bro.
Really.
Don't let it be you.
The last thing you want to do is quit trading, for real. Like, trading's hard,
seriously.
but so is everything else. Like, so is anything else, really, that you have to do as an entrepreneur. It's hard. So
Yeah.
There's really not that many, like, the amount of freedom you can have in trading when you become great is insane. So I would just stick with trading and never quit. Never give yourself a plan B or anything like that. In Think and Grow Rich, they talk about how all the highly successful individuals didn't have a plan B. They all burned the boats.
Mm-hmm.
They all just accepted their fate and got rich or died trying.
Literally. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta keep in mind that every master once was a beginner. If you wanna be a master, you gotta accept that you gotta be a beginner. And how long it's gonna take? However you want it to take, right? You gotta do the right things, learn the right things, update your software, because that's something that, coming as a trader, you're not gonna be doing it with the same software that you have. So you're gonna have to update that. You're gonna have to learn the skill. You're gonna have to gain the experience. You're gonna have to learn how to take the punches. I mean, you're building yourself into a new person. So that might take some time.
Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Give yourself a nice little reset too.
Yep. I remember being in high school, like during my senior year, and sitting in my guidance counselor's office, and she was telling me that I should maybe think about getting a job and going to school to learn a profession to do, for my career. And the whole time I was thinking like, okay, well, the profession I do, I'm gonna have to learn it. Probably gonna take some time. It's gonna take multiple years in college. So why don't I just treat that as I treat that like with trading? Why don't I do the same thing, right? Give myself time to learn as just like any job out there, and give myself to develop so that I could become really good in this niche, right? So don't forget like the learning phase, right? Always give yourself a learning phase.
True.
Exactly the same here, bro.
Just like anything, you need to
a little bit of ease, baby.
You need to learn what you're doing.
And when you get back to trading, like size down a little bit to the point where you don't have any feelings around it. Like focus on like 1 or 2 setups. You know, I know we got a playbook and it's got 4 or 5, but focus on 1 or 2. Don't focus on any P&L. Focus on the performance. Like now's your window. You'll have a job again. You'll have some money coming in again. Now's your opportunity to focus on performance over profits and build consistency. You know, before you try and leave your job again. So you can do it. You can have this little reset and then do it right this time. And be able to come out, you know, on top. Because I know nobody likes clocking in, right? And going to work for other people. So how bad do you want to win?
Work for your dreams or someone else's dreams? That's the decision you got to make.
Yep. You guys happy we're not in these cells yet? I'm pretty happy, actually. Pretty pumped up because this 1 hour candle can fly here. If we break the highs at 9:30, a very, very high chance we blast off. But if we can close bearish here, that'll be great.
Yeah, bro. I seen on the 1 hour fire pretty bullish, so yeah, I was scared for those cells.
Yeah. Gotta wait here.
Fire can still climb up there.
My thing is the 4 hour can come poke its head up towards like 19, even like 26 up there.
Yeah. If we were actually tapping that target, I would have been a little bit more interested.
15-minute buys, they're not bad, but I don't like this 30. I don't like this 1 hour. I don't like how we're just so overextended here. So like the 15 buys, like they're okay, but like I'm even thinking something like this can go down more so like break the high here and start, you know, pushing down like that. It's just I don't know if I'll be able to get the entry now with that closure. Yeah, that's going to be tough. I don't think I'm going to be able to enter off that closure.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm chilling, bro.
So, yeah. So, basically, you got your little 15-minute range here now. This is pretty much what I'm looking at. So, closures below or something like that would be good. I think we're going to move down here, but at the same time, I can't really execute off that bearish closure. So, yeah, probably a closure below on the 15. Ideally, if we could break the highs here, move up, break the high, and then close bearish like this, that would probably be what gets me involved now. Yeah, let's see if we could break that high. That'd be great. But again, it's Monday. And even if it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday, right? You still got to follow the plan and wait for the best setup of the day.
Closure below now is looking good too.
Yep, I'm with that. That's exactly what I'm looking for too.
Is it bad to work for somebody else? No, not at all. There actually is no such thing as good or bad when it comes, like, because everyone has such a different like perspective or a different dream or a different outcome that they're looking for, or they all have like a different idea of what a great life is. So maybe a great life for one person is, getting a good job, working for somebody, doing something that they love, like that they feel called to do, that it's making a difference, and then just be able to do like a trading thing on the side. And that's where I think most people should stay, until they get extremely profitable, to where they have to really come to the conclusion and say, yo, like, what am I doing here? Like, working my job, when I'm basically making all this, I could probably like do something even bigger, more impactful with my money that I have now. So, but then some people, they just despise the fact of working for somebody else, or, they're at least trying to get away from that and get what they would call freedom, right? And not have anyone telling them what to do, or show up at a time that they don't want to show up. So there is no good or bad. If you love what you do, that's amazing. We need people that love what they do. I wish more people actually loved what they do. I wish more people, when I went out and spent money, they took better care of us and actually liked their job, right? So the ones that do love their job and stuff, you guys are amazing. You really are, because, we need people to enjoy what they do. But let's face reality. Most people wake up at a time they don't want to wake up, have a job that they don't really like. They have to go somewhere they don't want to be. They have to be around people they don't really like too much for a paycheck that doesn't satisfy their needs or wants. Yeah, I mean that's the reality for most people, but then there are certain people who just love what they do, and that's awesome.
Yeah. I feel like most retail traders actually have a job too. Like trading is most people's second income on top of their job.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. Exactly. So that's the cool part.
Second stream.
Is everyone has their own dream, you know? And my dream was always 6 Saturdays and a Sunday with no boss, no one telling me what to do, none of that, right? And that was my dream. So you have your dream, you know? So you can't tell me how to dream and I can't tell you how to dream, right? Like, this is my dream. Get out, you know, go back into your dream, right? And I won't come involved in your dream. I'll just get back in mine, right? I know what I want. If you know what you want, that's all that matters. All that matters.
Everybody wins. Everybody's happy.
Exactly. Everyone's
Success
happy.
is your own. The true definition of success is your own definition of success.
Yeah.
Right, and it's like Earl Nightingale says, it's a progressive realization of the worthy goal that you have. So as long as you make progress and take a step forward and becoming better in that area, that you're a success right there.
Yes. Job your love, yeah.
Job your love.
Exactly.
No,
so if you love your job, thank God, because I'm tired of this like next generation. They're horrible at doing their job. They really are. So it would be nice to have more people who actually like what they do. So for when we come as like clients or customers, they can actually take care of us. All 22 of us. Yeah, all 22 of you guys. Did I ban people? Nah, I think it's just a glitch on YouTube today.
Yeah, probably. It's like
So
23 watching
we have,
this right now.
There's
Yeah, I've seen that.
There's currently about 1,200 people on YouTube. Yeah.
Monday glitching.
Monday glitch.
Right.
12 to 1,200. Okay, lovely, lovely. So we understand this move down. Look, there's the break of the highs there too that we wanted. So that's why I said no go on the 15-minute buys here, but the sells continue to look good. They continue to look good.
Yeah, 15 breakout maybe. John, you see that actually if you get the 15 breakout, that looks exactly like London there.
Yo, facts, bro.
Like we're talking exactly. We had that like doji and then break.
Exactly like it, literally, bro. What the heck?
What?
These
It's
markets
like a
repeat
coffee
the
here.
same thing, bro. Yeah. The good thing we look left to get right, because these markets repeat themselves, literally.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yep. And it's like
Kind of shocking there. Exactly the same.
you see how like you could have a good read on price to go down but not be in it, and that's okay, right? Because we don't want to get in, because again, long term, that closure right there doesn't really do much for us. So that's why we needed that stronger closure here. And at the same time, you see why we don't get into this buy, because price is just screaming sell. Like, even though everything's bullish, everything looks like it's about to reject, right? 4 hour, 1 hour, right? Rejecting too after breaking the highs, 30-minute coming down. So this is where you really want to see a good, clean closure for us below 86 here.
Yeah, if you look at it like a business partner, we wouldn't want that to do business with most of the time. Definitely not.
Have a
Yo,
plan
Nick, nice
G.
trade. Nice trade there in Asian session you took.
I know, right?
Yeah, man.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, it was fire actually.
I did that all while we were here. You know what I did? The whole we had just got back from dinner. The whole family was here. I came into my room real quick, and this is the powerful. This is what's so powerful about skill, gang. I came in my room. I looked at the charts. I looked at nothing else. I just opened up the charts. I looked at the daily, looked at the 4 hour, looked at the 1 hour, looked at the 30, looked at the 15, did what you guys normally see me do, and I said, hold on here, hold on. This actually looks pretty good. So I waited for the candle to close, waited for a top wick, got involved in the trade, waited for the wick to get filled, closed 80%, set my TP, and just bounced back into the living room to hang out with my family. $8,000 was made combined. This is the
Yo,
powerful part about skill.
You can't make that up.
Pretty powerful,
Yeah.
man.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
In your sweatpants, probably not wearing shoe.
I was getting
and having,
yeah, exactly.
like some snack or something,
Exactly.
Probably Kingman coming in too or something.
Kingman pulling on my leg. So
This
that's why
job
we don't.
requires zero clothes.
And that's why sometimes
zero dress code.
people ask me in the
Zero
Clubhouse
clothes.
like, "Hey, can you send us signals?" And I'm like, "No, I won't." Like if you don't like it, then go to a signals channel because that will not help you, right? Signals did not help me and give me the ability to open up my charts like that after dinner, open up the time frames, scale through them, and make 8 grand. What helped me was an individual that taught me, that exemplified it for me, that showed me what it was, that displayed exactly how to do it. And then I took the knowledge from him that he was giving me for free, basically, in most cases, and applied it, right? So if I would have been waiting on signals and still been waiting on signals, guess who wouldn't have been able to open up his charts last night and make 8 grand by himself? Me, right? Because I would have had to wait. I would have had to go into the My Signals channel and sit there and wait for homie to send me a signal so I can make money, right? And that's why I refuse to do that in the Clubhouse. I only will trade with you live here. I will teach you, trade with you, exemplify it all while we're live, in hopes that when we're not live, you will take that information and apply it to make money. That's my goal here. That's my number one goal, is so that way you can open up your charts no matter where you are in the world, whether you're home, whether you're in Tahiti, Bora Bora, at your job, anywhere in the world, and you can open up that chart and be able to pull money out of these markets, right? So signals will never help you do that. If you're counting on me now, you'll be counting on me later, right? But if you take the knowledge and the expertise and the education and then apply it, that's where the game changes. Not only did it change for me there, but it will change for you there as well.
And it's changed for a lot of us too,
Yes, sir. And a lot of people did take that trade, which was cool, and a lot of people do take. It's one thing if we're talking and we're like in the Discord and we're all hanging out and we're talking about a trade, but it's another thing for me to randomly, come home and send somebody a signal. I mean, that's crazy. So I want to see, hey, who took it? Who else got it? Let me see. Let me see who got this one. Let me see who got that one. Let me see who was like on the same page as me during that time without me, interfering and, to telling them to do it or whatever. So, yeah. Knowledge.
Yep.
Yes, knowledge.
That's the power of the skill, man, for real.
Remember, we don't have an education problem. We have an application problem. I'll say it again. We don't have an education problem. We have an application problem. So it's not that you're not being taught. I mean, look at YouTube. We're in an information era, right? Information is everywhere. It's just the applied, right? And again, knowledge is not power. It's potential power, right? Applied knowledge is where the power resides. So you got to apply what you're learning. Apply. Catching pips on the beach. Finna be fire.
One of my favorite things to do.
Hopefully you can see your charts though. I'll be calling cap on a lot of these traders. I tried trading on the beach. It's not that I couldn't do it. It's just I couldn't see the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You really can, bro.
Yo.
Get under an umbrella, bro.
Yo,
A
get
little
that
umbrella
umbrella.
thing, and that'll do it.
Yo, facts.
Get that
The
umbrella.
man.
Best thing is catching a trade on an iPad, sipping on a coconut.
Yeah. You're better off on the iPad.
On a coconut.
Yeah. Dude, that's everything.
Damn, bro.
Catching pips from India, baby. Let's get it. From anywhere in the world. Please wait, Goldie. Yeah, let's see. Come on, Goldie. You gotta wait for us here.
Don't even try.
1 hour lows coming up too. Yee.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
If we can break that low really quick, like break it and then pull back and close somewhere around like 45.80, that'd be a great wick fill.
Yep.
Yeah, somewhere pull back into this range. Did we break it? Yeah, that's perfect. So if we could pull back now and close like right around where that yellow line is, that'd be amazing.
That'd be fire.
Let's get together.
There. Get that wick fill. Good money. Current low entry.
Yeah. The Kindle? Get on the Kindle. They're making money off the Kindle. It's that Kindle money right there. Would my entry for the short...
The beach is a vibe, definitely.
Yeah, my entry would be, not my entry itself maybe, but I'm looking for the possibility of this candle closing somewhere around that yellow line. I just want to leave that there for me, so I just a visual. That'll be like the perfect wick fill right there. Yeah, I don't know how all them traders, I don't know how all the gurus be making, you know, all these trades on the beach. It's hard to see them screens, man.
The gurus are cap.
Yeah.
Little cappy there, little cap.
But the non-gurus, they're not cap.
Do I think we could push in the last 15? Of course, because this is the last 15 of the 30-minute candle, and this 30-minute candle is extremely volatile, right? Got a lot of volume in it. We just broke the 1-hour lows. I mean, I'd have to see like a little bit of a pullback here and a top wick. But yeah, if we could do that, that'd be great. If not, again, we could wait for the 1 hour. I'm in no rush to take a trade here. Might even close like no bottom wick.
Maybe.
Yeah, anything down here, I'm just gonna have to let it go. I guess what we can do now is we can wait for a little bit of like an opportunity like this, where we come back up here. All right, maybe stay right here, and then take sells like this. But good read on these markets. We understood the move, just no legit doorway to get in.
No, we might even close bearish in the 4 hour or something. See. Yeah,
and then that'll give us a 4-hour top wick, onion, boom. If we can get this wick to fill, that'd be great after a bullish closure. Yep.
Oh yeah.
All right, good read though. Good read on the markets. We understood this idea coming down from the 30-minute break of the low, right here. Didn't really give us the opportunities to get involved, but beautiful read itself there. Do I think we can get yes, I do think we could get the push, but it'll be probably a little bit too late for me way down here. If we closed up here around 80, that would have been great. But yeah, we'll probably make this lower wick now and start to pop back up. Why can't we look for buys? They look clean. Ooh. Well, do we have a playbook set up yet for buys? So there's no playbook set up. So you can't I can't do anything no matter how clean or whatever anything looks. I can't do anything until there's an actual setup to play out, right? So you can't just take a buy because you know, price is moving up. Does that make sense? Like in order for me to take a buy, I need to see like a closure here. So ideally if this candle closes in 13 minutes, right, and it looks something like this, then maybe, you know, maybe we can get long here for that new 4-hour top wick. But you know, you can't just I can't just take a buy just right here. Can we get buys if price rejects 60? It depends. Like buys where? Like, do you mean like once price drives down here, can we take a buy in 60?
We need our playbook set up, bro.
I mean, yeah, I mean, again, like, when have you ever seen me do that? So most likely not. If we can get into this rejection and then close like that, you know, like you see that bullish candle, that's not bad, but we still need a candle to close and a confirmation, right, before really doing anything. Playbook? Yeah, just go on YouTube. Yeah, type in the playbook. Yeah, go on my YouTube channel, go to playbook, and you'll see it there. You'll see playbook number 1 and playbook 2.0. Yep, some people are new. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to explain. You know, you need a setup. You can't just take it. You can't just say, hey, you know what? Price is going up, let's buy. Or price is going down, let's sell. Like, you need a legitimate setup to take, and we just don't have that yet. If anything, we have a bearish setup here, right? With this closure below, we just closed a little bit too far in the range, I would say. Like, if we were looking at this range here, right, we closed, like, I'd say at least 50%. And we can even argue that the range is, like, here. You know? So we kind of closed, like, right at the range. So, therefore, I wouldn't take that trade. I want to see if we reject into here, close back above it, then we might be able to get the buys on that, again, that new 4-hour top wick. But not until this candle closes.
Yo, welcome to all the new people here in the YouTube chat. I highly recommend that you check out the playbook video on Nick's YouTube page. It will just help you really understand more what we do here on the live stream. But welcome.
Yeah, check it out.
Great
Check
to
it
have
out.
y'all here. Love the new people.
Perfect. So this was the exact idea here, right? 930 just
perfect.
coming down,
Just
melting. 30 break of the low. This was our only shot to get in this, in my opinion. But again, it wasn't ready at that time, and hence why we didn't even move on that candle. So, but that was probably the best time to get in, if there was a best time. But it just, in my opinion, wasn't ready yet. So see how the next candle was the one that actually ended up, you know, making the moves here. But that one we just don't have the greatest confirmation. So we needed that 30-minute candle to close a little stronger. And then, you know, that would have been our play there. If it would have closed more like this, a stronger bearish, that would have been us. Boom. And basically what we would have done is partials at the wick fill, and then we would have been out here. Full TP would have been hit. Full TP. You could have sold off the 15. You could have sold off any time frame, but just keep in mind, 1 hour was bullish, 30 was bullish, and the 4 hour was bullish too. So, and you know, you got to wait for those confirmations, especially when the 4 hours like can go either way here. We were expecting the rejection up here, which we got, but at the same time, that could still move up. So again, probability is the game you want to play. Boom. Shout out to Dan. Let's go, Dan.
What's up, Dan?
Why is there only 60 people here? Now we got 60. Let's go.
Yo, Nick, it's like our first days, bro, streaming.
Yo, it's lit. Look
Doing the same thing.
Oh,
Yo, that one towel over the head. This
that's
strategy
hilarious.
gets
Where'd
fire.
you get my hat, bro? Like, what's up with this AI?
Yo, that's a nice hat, Nick. I like that.
It's not bad. It's not bad. That's hilarious. How'd you get that?
Yeah, that's funny though.
What about the entry on the 15-minute? Yeah, it makes sense, but keep in mind, Nahom, that the 4 hour and 1 hour and 30 were still bullish at that point. So it's nice to be like, yeah, we could have taken that. But at the same time, all these other time frames were still very bullish, and they hadn't really made lower wicks yet. So you can get involved there, but all of a sudden, if you get in too early when it's not ready yet off this like bullish closure, right, you're going to get into like a 15-minute sell, but that may just make a steeper lower wick on the 1 hour for everything to move up, and 30-minute and 4 hour and vice versa. So although it looks really good on the 30, you have to understand that at that same time, this is what your 1 hour candle looks like, right? So imagine trying to take a sell now. Like, you know, like you don't want to sell, because if we break the low, we could just break that low to make a steeper lower wick here, and then boom, right back up we go. Does that make sense? So again, it looks good on the 15, but it's not quite ready on the other time frames yet in terms of like fully confirmed for us to, let's say, risk, in my case, you know, $5,000, $10,000 on that trade. Got to be ready. Got to be ready. I was thinking about, and again, I was thinking about this 30-minute low here, the break of it, but at the same time, those higher time frames were just very bullish. And again, I'm already up pretty good here on a Monday, so I just won't settle for that one today.
And like we always gotta like be aware as traders that the markets are literally trying to take our money from us.
Yes.
So it's like they want you to get in. Like they're trying to give you FOMO, right? They're trying to tempt you emotionally because they want your money. I've seen so many times in trading where a certain move was looking absolutely amazing to move down, but it didn't move down. It just went back up. But it looked so good in that moment. And that moment was the market trying to tempt me emotionally to get in just so it could take my money.
The market's a great salesman, and all day it's trying to sell you on a candle. Come on, man, get in this candle. It's going to go the way you want it to go. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just get in. Just get in. The market's trying to get you in every single candle. It sells and sells and it sells every minute. Actually, I think there's like, what, 30-second charts? It's selling on every time frame, bro.
So many people get their job mistaken with their as themselves being a trader, right? They think if they're a trader, they need to take more trades, and then stuff like that happens where they lose more money by trading more. Right?
Yeah.
Your job as a trader is not to take more trades; it's simply to follow your trading edge and risk management rules every day. And that's your job, because the markets have the job too, and that's to steal your money.
Stole that.
Yeah, stole that.
Let's run a fresh top-down analysis because there's some things happening that we kind of planned out. So let's talk about the daily here. The daily time frame, keep in mind, we have not closed above the range, right? So this is our daily time frame currently. Yeah, you could even say we got a fake out here last week, and there was a fake out, right? So I know that this previous candle here closed bullish, but keep in mind, it never closed above that resistance right there. And if we look at it, it's got 1, 2, 3, and now possibly a fourth daily rejection. So with this daily candle rejecting and the fact that we have not closed above the range, could we potentially get the move back down? That's kind of what we were anticipating. Now, the move has happened here on, let's say, a 30-minute time frame, but did that 30-minute time frame just do something to set up the 4-hour time frame, right? Because if we look now at the 4-hour candle, what do we see here? We see a rejection. Basically an inverted celery on the 4-hour now, right? So is the bigger move now about to happen, right? Did that just set up something much bigger for today's plan? So you have resistance here, right? You also have resistance here. Our 4-hour candle has completely rejected where we expected it to. We're now starting to close very, very weak bearish. So could this daily candle now be on its way back into the range, right? It kind of wicked up like the rest of them did, wasn't able to do anything. Now the 4-hour is rejecting, closing bearish. So if that 4-hour candle is rejecting and closing bearish like this, right? Boom, like this, then what can we expect the next 4-hour candle to do? Possibly this, right? And if that next 4-hour candle does that, then what will this daily candle do? It'll drop back down in the range, right? And potentially close like this today. Something like that, right? Where now you have that simple daily range here. So with that being said, could we now anticipate the continued move down, right? After this new 4-hour candle opens up. So 4-hour candle is going to close bearish potentially. We're probably going to need to see a bit of a top wick on this candle, right? So we might go back into these ranges to form this top wick before breaking the low and heading back down into support. So what can we use now, right? Let's go down to the 1-hour. You have support here, right? So you're looking at a pretty strong level of support on the 1-hour chart. If you close in this zone here, the idea maybe is to get a bullish candle followed by a bearish one, and that should set up the 4-hour top wick and then start breaking the lows, right? Let's take a look at the 30-minute real quick. 30-minute also has like support sitting right here. So if we can get, even if it works out on the 15, right? So we need a 4-hour top wick. So do we get involved, right? The only way I get involved in a potential 4-hour top wick is if you get a fake out here, right? So if you can get a fake out, there's a potential move to go up. That's going to be the riskier move here today, especially after this 4-hour closure. But what I would love to see is if this 4-hour candle can come down, or at least, this 30-minute candle, close in the range, right? Somewhere in the range here. Then we wait on the sells at that point, right? You let this candle pop up, create a nice 4-hour top wick, let it come down. As long as it closes in the range, we know, okay, we've got rejection here. This is most likely the 4-hour top wick. We wait for another candle to close below here, and then bam, that's our opportunity to get back in. So Yeah, so possible 4-hour move sitting right here after the top wick is formed. We get a closure below, and then off we go. This candle may end up coming higher, right? This bullish candle here. And if that's the case, then that's where we can potentially look for the buys a little higher, anticipating the 4-hour candle to, you know, have made that top wick now. So if we can get a resistance up here, right, something like that, that's where we can take our other, you know, sells a little bit higher. So we'll see. We'll see. But both of those moves are pretty valid in terms of like the next 4-hour candle opening up. This was the exact move that I would have liked to be involved in here today, but it just didn't fit the criteria, right, to get involved. So yeah, let's see what happens. 4-hour candle going to close here in 1 minute. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. But do you see how we break it down from candle to candle to candle and explain like what can be happening inside of those candles? That's where you now get the higher time frames that lead the lower time frames and vice versa. They all work together to move the markets. News is coming in. Yes, news is going to come in at what time? 10:30. Yeah, so let's see if we can go up first and then maybe down.
Looks like we can get a bearish 4-hour.
Yeah, let's see how the candle closes. 1 minute or less than 1 minute, 20 seconds. What about if the candle closes below the range? We can't take that. Yeah, at that point, then we're gonna need like we're still gonna need a top wick and all that good stuff to form on the 4-hour. So if we do close below the range, which I don't think we will, but if we did, then we would have to, like, let's say we close like that, we would just have to wait for similar price action. Ideally, like, we would look for like a celery play here. So nice top wick and then a candle that closes below, and then we'd probably look to get into that sell right there. But we did close above there, so we're gonna need some resistance and a closure below. Okay, perfect. Yeah, good closure here on the 4-hour. Now we gotta wait for the top wick. See Melly. Hey, how are you?
Melly.
How come whenever I wait for the right trade and price action, but when I enter it, it goes towards my even if I place it far up? So basically what you're asking is, how come every time I wait for a good trade, it hits stop loss? Send me some of the trades. Send me some good trades that you're talking about, and I'll take a look at them. Hey, give me a sec. I'm going to get some more water too, all right?
Yeah, sorry.
We got to wait. But send me some of those good trades so I can take a look at them and see if I can give you any feedback.
Yep.
All right, cool. Give me 1 sec. I'll be right back.
The only way I can think that they could be bad trades is because there really isn't any edge, and two, you didn't plan it out and then trade the plan. You know, typically when you don't plan out your trades, you're bound to make emotional decisions throughout that session because you don't really truly have a plan, you know. But when you have a plan, you know your setups that you're looking for, then those are logical decisions already made for you, so you don't have to guess anymore. You could just flow with your plan and follow your plan all the way through. But without that plan and the market's moving and your emotions fluctuating, right, it's easy to get tempted and start taking random trades like that. So always plan out your trades and trade your plan. Never take a trade that you didn't first plan to take. That right there has helped me avoid so many bad trades. It's crazy.
Yeah, failing to plan is planning to fail. Yeah, Anthony, we took a trade 3:30 a.m. Eastern time. Yep, 30 onion. For all target tapped, and yeah, that was banger.
Beautiful sell during London Open. Facts, bro. That was a good trade. So looking back on it, Charlie, I think that was a great loss. Looking back on it,
100%. Yeah, I'll take that again.
Like we talked about, right? The uncertainty is real as hell in the markets. So there's really no way of knowing what's good or, you know, what's happening or not. You got to follow that plan, and based on your data. Stick to what you know works best.
Yep. Yeah, we can't sit and fall into analysis paralysis and just think like, oh, there's maybe this or that, you know. We can't stop taking all the trades because execution is still our edge here. So, I mean, yeah, because that's gonna take us out of winning trades too.
Wait, you guys took a trade this morning in London?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
3:30 a.m. Eastern time.
2:30?
3:30.
3:30. Was it a
onion?
Sales?
Yeah, onion 30.
They're in London Open.
Let me check this out over here.
Yes, sir.
Check it out.
Full auto target tab too, and everything was looking money there.
Yes, sir, Tommy. Exactly. That's how you know it's a good trade, right? A part of edge. It's a trade you would take again and again and again, right? I could confidently say that as well myself.
Bro, it literally in New York, it looked exactly the same. Like if we got that closure below, it would have been looking exactly the same. So I'm like, I'm with it, you know.
Yep. And we were
I'd
able
take
to
that definitely.
And during the trade, me and Magnus both were able to check off the key confluences that embody our edge, which is the playbook setup, the entry, the volume, the clean range to the left, and the higher time frame direction following that bias.
Oh yeah.
You guys took the entry on that rejection from the top, closure bearish, and then on that. Is that what you took? Is that what I'm saying?
Not
here?
from the top, like the one below that.
Yeah, got it.
Basically just 30 onion there.
Yeah. Wow,
breaking the 4-hour lows.
Clean.
How you doing?
Bro, we were pushing so well. Like all we needed was maybe like a couple, like maybe one or two more pushes to push us down to TP.
Bro, literally
doing so well. I know.
Dude.
But again,
was such a good trade.
Thing just stopped, put its brakes on, and went the other way. Like, what are we gonna do about that?
Nothing.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Clean.
Yeah.
Yep. Wow. That's when you take a deep breath right there.
Yep. Good thing we were thinking probabilities. You know, when you think probabilities, really.
That's when you go beat up the dummy guy, the little rubber guy.
No, bro. Nah.
Start punching the punching bag. Great setup.
That's so important.
That's not even that. Honestly, that's not even funny. No, you shouldn't have said that while on. It was a good trade. Very good trade. Very, very good trade.
Some of those great trades, I just wanna when they go against me, I'm like, I just want to punch the punching bag. Get a couple punches in real quick.
Bro, it's like
Let's pay the fee.
Literally nothing to say about that trade that was bad. Kind of like it was so good. Yeah. Great trade.
Yo, that's hilarious, Rich. And, yo, yeah, honestly, if you guys are traders, one thing you should get into is like MMA, karate, jiu-jitsu, something where you could just lash out, I guess. Rich, I know you be having some good sessions. After a red day, nice little pre-workout.
Oh my goodness, bro. And then MMA or like jiu-jitsu. It's fire.
Richard, this summer when I'm up there, bro, and I take a loss, man, you up?
You come put John in like a ankle lock or something.
Like a foot lock. That would be so god. Yo, Richard, and you in New York too?
Yeah, Richard's in New York.
Oh, that'd be fire.
Yo.
Yeah. Nice.
He does jiu-jitsu, right, Richard?
Yeah.
Let's
Teaching.
get it, bro. He teaches it, yo. That's fire, man. Teaching people how to kick butt, bro.
Let's get it. How come you're not talking about the buy if we close above? That's a good question. Because the 4 hour is currently bearish now. So if we enter these buys here, right, this could be where the fake out happens. A lot of times, like what'll happen here is if you do get a closure above, what will take place is that 4 hour candle will basically just move up to break its own high and activate buyers. So it'll create like a steeper one of these top wicks and then move down. And a lot of times what that'll look like is you'll get this bullish closure on the lower time frame that looks like this, like it closed above the range, and then that's typically where the fake out will hang out. So it'll look good, it'll have clean range, the buy will clearly be above the range, and then what'll happen is the next candle will break the highs, and then basically you're taking a buy now right here, right? So you're trying to take that buy right there when the 4-hour candle is really trying to go down. So what'll happen is we'll enter into that buy just to get wicked in, price will fake out, and then just continue driving bearish for that 4-hour candle to, you know, do what it needs to do here. So you want to be a little careful on the buys right away now, being that the 4-hour candle closed bearish. If the 4-hour candle was still open, that previous one, and it was still bullish, then yeah, I would love those buys, but that's what basically shifts my my bias here.
Yeah, you guys notice that, how Nick just pivots his bias, you know, just adjusts based on the higher time frame candles. I think that's key to take away here.
Yep. And notice how I was bearish up here, but like had we still been down here, right, or bearish up here, had we still been like down here getting ready to break the 4-hour highs, I would have been looking for buys, you know, in earlier's price action. But because we had already kind of moved up, that's where we were looking to go against that move there and take the sells.
Nice.
Basically, the 4-hour candle guides my session. So the daily is a big candle. It's open for a long time. It's open throughout all the sessions. But typically, you have like 2 4-hour candles that are dedicated to one session. You'll get like the last 2 hours of one and the first 2 hours of the other one. So if you can learn to work with that and use that information in order to get opportunities on the lower time frame, you know, it's going to be extremely helpful in your trading career. All right, gold. What we doing? We got to close bullet. We want to see a bullish close here. So what I'm looking for right now is simply a bullish candle closing. That gives us our confidence that our 4-hour top wick has been formed. And then if we can now respect the high here and close below the range, right? Break the low and close below. That's where I'm going to say, okay, cool. Our 4-hour candle is ready, right? Because at that point, you'll have this 4-hour closure plus, let me do that better. 4-hour closure, right? And then you'll have a new top wick, which is that bullish candle right there. And then we will be breaking the lows, right? If we close below on that 15-minute time frame. So what we'll be doing is entering into the sell as the 4-hour candle looks something like that. Does anyone think it's a good idea to enter sells right here on the break of that 4-hour low, aka the break of this low? If we can get a top wick right here and have that clean range to the left, it looks great. So that's kind of the idea here, is if we break that 4-hour low, aka this low, we should be good to go down. And if you guys notice, there's a 4-hour support, and that's right here. So same support on the 15, same support on the 4-hour, I believe, and that's our target. Let me just double check that. 4-hour support. No, 4-hour support is even lower than our target. So the vision here is if all goes well, right, and we break through these lows, the 4-hour candle does this. Yeah?
Yes, sir. Yep.
See how everything's broken down from time frame to time frame, structure to structure. One leads into the other leads into that one. That's how you want to organize your trading business. Got to have that structure, that whatever it is that you're following, price action or whatever confluences that you're following, you want it to all lead right into each other. Yeah, I'm in a full Nelson. What was that move called again? I forget what that one was called. What was this one called? That one right there? I forget. I can't remember. Just go next door and punch your neighbor? Hey, yo.
Thanks.
Hey, yo.
I hope your neighbor is like a boxer or something. Imagine his neighbor's like some little 14-year-old kid. That'd be messed up.
That'd be kind of messed up.
She's an old lady. She'll be fine. Oh, man. Oh, man.
Damn, bro.
Dang.
It doesn't matter. She already lived a great
Straight to
life.
jail.
Punch her in the head every time you take a loss. Boston Crab, is that what it was? I forget. Where's one of you WWE maniacs? I know out of a room this size, there's got to be one in here. I love WWE. Where y'all at? I know there's someone here. You still got the posters on your wall, even though we haven't done that since '98. Who had all those posters on there? Who grew up in the '90s, early 2000s?
Still cheering for the Undertaker. Remember the Undertaker?
Bro, you remember
That was my favorite one.
you remember the early 2000s where people literally plastered their every single wall in their room with peasant celebrities? I can't believe that was even done.
The 90s seemed to be the start of like Matrix stuff.
Matrix.
Oh, for real.
Stone Cold, he was the best, bro.
Yeah, what was the guy that always fought? Was it Yokozuna or something like that?
My favorite
was
wrestler
a
was
guy.
Rikishi. No, I'm just kidding. That man did not play. Wow, NQ, way to go. Great performance here on this lovely Monday.
When does NQ ever perform one?
On Monday.
Yeah, only Mondays.
Magnus looks like yeah, Magnus actually is Brock Lesnar's younger brother. Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yeah, I am. I thought you guys knew that.
Gold Dust. He's Gold Dust's nephew too, if you didn't know. Gold Dust. That guy was hilarious.
Pretty wild.
I remember there was this lunch lady in my high school. We used to call her Gold Dust. It was messed up.
What?
Yeah, that was messed up, man. That ain't right. That ain't right. There's Rikishi. You guys remember Rikishi?
I never heard of him, bro.
That dude, all he does is sit on you. Done. 1, 2, 3. Ding, 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 ding. You can't even he don't even have to do anything special. You just get a chance to just lay on top of you. There's no way you're getting your shoulder up. Green remembers Gold Dust. Billions wiped from the stock market. Oh my god. Don't tell me that. Actually, tell me that because tomorrow's automation day. So I'd recommend all of you guys automate some money into long-term assets.
Wait, what do you mean? Automation.
Like just dump money into like stocks automatically. So it just takes it from your account like every week or month or whatever.
Yeah.
We got a financial planner coming onto the team here at TTE. He's not licensed though. He'll set you up though, I promise. He'll set you up. You'll be good. We're working on some licensing. Don't worry, it'll be alright. So what's the plan? Okay, here. So you see this account? This actually Nick Stewart's personal account. All your money just goes there. Right? And you don't even think about it. You don't even care about it. You don't even let it cross your mind for at least the next 40 years. And in 40 years, we'll have developed so much interest on that your kids won't stop hugging you and kissing you. Not financial.
No, that's fine.
Not financial advice. All right, we got a top wick. We got a. Did we get a 15 closure? Yeah, we did. Okay, perfect. So everything is going according to plan, my friends. Let's just hang tight. We need to see this candle close below, and then I'll call the trading signal. Come back in 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Johnny, open the straight, dude. Open the straight.
Yeah.
Sorry guys, if you guys weren't here, if you weren't here last week, you wouldn't understand. But John's on a probation period right now, so he can't unmute. He has now he has to work on a probational period for the next 2 weeks, to due to some actions that he
gun?
took last week.
Yo, hey, yo.
Yo, he's pointing the gun at you, bro.
You don't want the smoke.
That'll get you an extra 2 weeks of probation, John. Oh, do you want to go for 2 guns? 2 guns.
D'Angelo bets on you, bro.
Yeah. John's on probation at the moment, so he can't talk the whole stream. He can talk for some of the stream, just not all of it. I said anything after 10, we have to mute you, brother.
Nah, bro, that's funny.
I'm just messing around. Yeah, pal speaking here. Yes, that's right. Yeah, so we got some chatter here from the Fed at 10:30, so we'll see where all that goes. That might help us out here today. By the way, guys, John has won 3 golf rounds in a row, just in case you didn't know. The champion. He is a champion, I'll tell you that much. He is a champion. John, you better chill out, John. You better chill out. Let us know when you have a good gem, okay? Just raise your hand when you have a good gem. No, John's unmuted. John, you can unmute. I think. It looks like John's talking.
All right, bro. I'm here.
All right, bet. How are you, bro?
Hit us up with a good gem.
How can I help you guys?
Just spit a gem, bro.
One gem,
Spit a
please.
Tell him what happens if this candle closes below and leaves a wick.
If it leaves a wick, then we're gonna friggin' take a trade.
You're gonna call the signal, right? We're gonna call a signal here, guys.
You guys want the signal?
Everyone ready?
The candle's gonna close below. It's gonna leave a wick. The next candle's gonna make its top wick. Then we're gonna have a sell stop on the break of that low. All right.
And then you're gonna call this man
at the
Houdini.
next range.
Houdini.
Only when a gem comes. That's funny.
Yep.
DJ Scratchers, yes sir. Let me actually do that. Yes, keep bugging, bro. Keep bugging. You bugging is a good thing.
Nah, for real, tomorrow's a big day though. My money as well will be automated into long-term investments.
Hey, let them know. Let them know,
Golf.
John.
Chat, do you guys invest long-term or?
Definitely, bro. But
Just trade.
Is it one day, like a year, or what do you mean? Automated day. I never heard that.
I mean, like you personalize it yourself, you know. But
You could do it a
basically
week,
have
a day,
money
a month.
always working for you. Money from your bank account automated into this investment account working for you.
I got it like monthly too. Yeah, just monthly.
Just to keep it simple, it's like
Whatever you want to do.
the
Weekly, monthly.
I feel like the most simple way to go is the S&P 500. Just dump money into that, right? Or stocks like that.
Literally. That's
instead
really
of having it in your savings account, you might as well have it working for you, right? Making you more money.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they're down right now though. I see.
That's good.
It's all good.
That's why we're dumping
good.
a whole
Good
bunch
buy
of bags in
now,
tomorrow.
Same.
It's gonna be down. You just gotta make sure you hold it. Never.
We got
take it out.
extra. We got
But I mean,
extra
why not
going in
today?
tomorrow.
Or is it just set for tomorrow?
Oh, it's set for tomorrow. Yeah, you could do it today
okay,
though.
okay. I get
We
it.
got discount.
Cool. Just set like a buy limit.
Bitcoin's discounted
That's
too,
fire.
gang. Or any cryptos for that matter.
It's funny because people said when Bitcoin, you know, once it gets lower,
Of
I'm a buy,
course.
and then
Yeah.
they're scared to buy now.
It's like you don't want to buy up here, so you say, "Hey, when it crashes, I'll buy."
Yeah.
But then it crashes, and you're like, "Whoa, that doesn't look good. It looks like it's going down," you know.
Nah,
And then
literally.
again, that's why average people just get caught up, and instead of putting their money here, they go buy like Netflix subscriptions or something. Yeah, something like that, or they go buy like a car. Stupid. Let me get a car payment. So instead of putting $300 into this investment fund every month now, you put it towards a stupid car payment. That's hilarious. But yeah, so basically, yeah, it's discounted. Everything's on discount. Crypto, stocks, everything.
Magnus, a wise man, once told me to just set and forget.
Set and
Just
forget.
freaking keep buying, bro. Keep buying.
That's
and
exactly
just
what I do.
Don't stop buying and don't even look at it.
Yep, exactly what I do too.
Yep. There you go, C Melly. Crypto holdings, 90% drawdown. Yee. Yeah. Hey, look, every investment is a risk. So make sure you understand what you're doing. It's like trading is really cool too, because let's say you have a $10,000 account, right? Like you can 10,000. You can basically get 100% ROI on this within a day, a week, or a month. But then it's like, what are you doing with that, right? So like let's just say like long-term investment, that's not going to make you returns like trading's going to make you. It's just not going to happen, right? Like you can easily make 100% returns on your trading account within less than a month. You guys have watched me do that many, many times. You guys have also done it yourself when you're trading these prop firm accounts. So it's like, now you take that $10,000. Let me show you how the rich stay rich. You take this money that you basically created out of thin air because you had this money, right? And you put that money now, you don't spend it on Gucci or Louis or new things, right? You put that money here in the long-term investment, right? So now all the time as you're flipping your accounts, you're taking profit and you're allowing profit to make more profit, profit to make profit, profit to make profit, profit to make profit. And then this profit is where you go buy your Porsche GT3 RS, or you go buy your new home, or your fun activities, or whatever it is that you want to do. But remember, this here is active income. So I don't even consider this profit until it makes profit, right? So once that profit makes profit, now you're rolling, right? Now you got money working for you. So if you have not like done this yet, or consider doing this yet, whether it be, I don't care what you want to do, cryptos, stocks, real estate, whatever it is, right? I would highly recommend you begin to look into this, right? Read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, talk about how you can have cash flow, which is active income, start to make you a profit, and then you take those profits, put in those long-term investments, and you let those investments begin to pay for your luxuries, and let those investments begin to pay for your nice things in life, right? You still keep driving the Honda, right? While you're making this 10 G's and 10 G's and 10 G, you don't get a new car then, right? You get a new car when that investment fund or whatever starts to produce a big profit for you. And again, there's so many longer term and shorter term places to put your money over like just the bank.
Hey, bro. Whenever I ask advice from the wealthiest people ever, they told me to invest more than I save, to avoid lifestyle inflation, and to keep my wealth invisible.
There you go.
I feel like those are key right there.
There you go.
Definitely, bro.
Very, very key. And pretty much that's what every successful person I know has done too. You know, a couple people lash out and they go big baller style and they spend all their money, which you would basically call stupid. You know, basically the other smarter guys are looking at those guys as if they're stupid in a way, you know. It's like, that's why, like, before you're successful, you think you want to be all flashy, but then when you finally get to that point, sometimes you're thinking like, you know what, the successful people are going to laugh at me a little bit, right? They're like, ah, man, that guy never ran into money before. They never had any money, right? Like, so like what John said about kind of keeping it pretty invisible for the most part is pretty much the exact opposite of what you see today, is your best bet.
Yeah, because that's a sign that you're investing it and saving it and not spending it, right? Like, if you were spending it, then it would be visible.
Yeah.
You know? Like, if I got the Porsche GT3 RS, you guys would see that. My wealth would be visible there. But if I didn't have it and I had it in investments and in savings, you guys wouldn't see that.
Yep. Financial literacy.
Yeah, that's why hopefully that made some sense.
Hopefully some of you guys will
Anthony,
put some money aside for long-term investments now.
Yeah. Anthony, yeah, that's why you want to keep that wealth invisible, basically.
Damn, Bitcoin in 2010? Yeah. Damn, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Would have been nice. But again, when it's so low, people say, nah, it's not going to work. Right? When it's so low, they go, nah, it's not going to work. It's a scam. And then it goes up and they go, nah, it's too late. Or what happens is when it goes here, they go, guys, it wasn't a scam. Let's get in when it's up here. And then,
and then the big drop.
everyone's talking about Bitcoin, right? And then boom, you know, that's where like all the amateurs and all the people who don't know what they're doing, they get ransacked pretty much, right? And then and then all the higher investors look at that and they go, look, discount, let's get in more, let's put our bags in more, and then boom, you know, price starts trending up again.
The funny thing is, you remember when you said one time that you saw people were out buying physical gold.
Yeah.
And then we saw the massive drop right there, like massive, like
5,000 pips.
I'll never forget.
No, like even more, bro. Like
when my Aunt Diane came over and started asking me about the price of gold, so random. She has no idea anything about gold. So when she started asking me if she should buy gold, right then and there, I knew the drop was coming. Because when the average person starts talking about it, it's too late. Like, the best time to buy Bitcoin is when everyone's talking about it, right? Just wait on that little dip down, and then boom. So, yeah, it's crazy. All right, baby, 1 minute. Holy! This is actually looking pretty good.
it is. It looks really good.
Got to get that close below.
Yeah, we need that, bro.
Dollar cost average, the tribe. Yeah, just keep dumping and dumping and dumping, whether it's crypto, whether it's S&P, stocks, whatever it is. Just keep dumping long term, yeah.
Sir.
And don't even look at it.
Yo, and
Just let it run. I don't look at my crypto. I don't look at my stocks too much. I just let them run and keep dumping.
And trading is the perfect vehicle to fund those long-term investments.
Nah, facts.
Really
I'm telling
is,
you, you
bro.
got to take profits
Really
and turn them into profits. Like,
Yeah, you do.
every dollar should go to work for you. If you guys have not read The Richest Man in Babylon yet, you have to read that book. You have to. Especially if you're going to start dealing with a lot of money in your life. You need to read that book, man. You need to set yourself up. Otherwise, your downfall's coming, right? If you don't know what you're doing with dollars. Okay, let's see if we can get a top wick here. My entry is going to be on the break of the previous candle lows, though, no matter what. So let's see if we can get a little top wick. And yeah, 4 hour looks good to go, man. 4 hour looks like it wants to drive. So
30 close below, 1 hour close below, though.
yeah, I'm good with this. If we can re-break that 4 hour low, I like this. All right, that should be good right there. Yeah, we've got ourselves a top wick. So I'm going to have a sell stop here on the re-break of the 4 hour low. So re-break of the 4 hour low, that'll also be that previous 15-minute candle. Going to have a sell stop there. You got clean range to the left. It'll potentially be this 4 hour candle now flipping bearish, breaking its own low once again for a potential move down after a nice rejection to the top side and a clean bearish closure. By the way, when this low breaks, there should be a lot of volume, right? Because again, I think Powell's speaking and all that good stuff. So if and when that low does break, you should get a mean push. Yeah, let's see. This is just a speech. So this isn't like there's no like news like outcome or anything like in the moment like there would be for like NFP, CPI. There's no numbers, so. Cash flow quadrants. Yeah, if you haven't read the book, The Cash Flow Quadrants, you have to read that as well. I mean, you got to really educate yourself, gang. No one's coming to save you. Like, no one's going to come do this stuff for you, right? So you have to educate yourself and then apply that knowledge, you know, to your life. This will be a B setup. Yeah, this will just be a nice, clean B setup. Everything looks good. You got the higher time frames in our favor. We got 4 hour bearish, 1 hour bearish, daily kind of creeping back in the range here. Basically everything we drew out. You know, this is a little overextended, but we got that 15-minute here to give us that new resistance, and yeah. Let's say you got 8K to invest. Let's say you got 8K to invest. Would you invest it all at once or monthly? I mean, I would probably just like you mean like spread it across multiple months? It just depends, you know. Like
I think he's
if the real estate market was really down, or like the stock market was really down, or the crypto market was really down, like it might be a good idea to put that 8K in at a good discounted price. But if it's just like a normal market, you know, and you don't want to put all your 8K to work at once, then yeah, just spread it out weekly. Like do like automatic like deposits, like weekly or monthly. If we join the Clubhouse today, do we get access to the live? Yes, of course. Ugh. Yeah, if you guys join the Clubhouse, you'll get access to all the lives. Yep. I have a full trading course as well, and hours upon hours of webinars, whether they be technical analysis webinars or mindset webinars. A lot of good stuff in there. Pal gonna send price haywire? I hope he sends a haywire to 45.17. That'd be great. Let's see. 20K to invest. See, like I would really, especially at 22, I would really start to look at some of that, and the best investment is you know, so I would start to look how I can invest into myself. So I would, you know, look for a good mentor who can mentor me at 22. I mean, that's what I was very fortunate enough to find a mentor at 22 years old. That changed my life. If that had not happened, you guys would not know who I am. So I would first start off with investing into myself, whether that be getting a good mentor, someone local in your neighborhood, somebody online. Maybe you can buy books, right? That'll help mentor you as well. Anything that can help you get smarter and know more about creating the best version of yourself. I would even like hire a trainer, you know, someone to train me a couple days a week. So I'm making sure I'm on top of my game physically. I'm on top of my game with education and learning how to be the best version of myself. And then whatever I'm applying myself to, which it looks like in your case would be trading, you know, I would look to see how I can get close to somebody who is in life where I want to be based off of their trading. Yeah. So first and foremost, I would probably be dumping that whole 20K into my own personal education and growth. Yeah, there's no, you're not ready for like the big S&P, you know, the longer term investments yet. What you want to do is you want to start to create cash flow. So right now you need cash flow. You don't really need long-term investments. You know, you can't really get those long-term investments without the flow. So once you have the cash flow, right, that's where you take that money and start to dump that into, you know, the investments. Investments.
Fire. Yeah, 100%.
But until then, guess who has to create the flow?
You.
So who do we dump the money into? You. Right? Because without you, none of this happens. So you got to get yourself at a level to where you understand how to do this. And that takes, you know, again, mentorship and reading a little bit and learning a little bit and making different decisions and having different thought patterns and different habit patterns and, you know, all that type of stuff. By the way, my investment that went into me, that actually took roughly 6 years, I would say, till I actually even created flow. So I don't mean to scare you, but that's what it took me. But you can do that in half the time, a quarter of the time, whatever it is, right? But for me, that took about 6 years. It wasn't easy. There was a lot of just tough times, a lot of adversity, a lot of challenges. But, you know, I committed to those challenges and that adversity and the victory as well. I just knew it was going to take time. So, you know, give yourself time. A lot of people do this, 6 minutes and they're already ready to quit. It's just, come on, man, you know. So give yourself time to win. Confirming buy on the 1 minute again like last week, that really does us nothing because we don't trade the 1 minute or look for confluence on the 1 minute. So that really doesn't do much here. What do you have tier list of great books anywhere? Actually, we do. It's going to be coming out pretty soon. We've been working on this TTE customized trading journal. And within that journal, you can actually track some of your mentality and some of your personal growth stuff as well. And we'll have a huge selection of books with like links to Amazon that you can just click and get the book if it's something that you like. But yeah, a lot of the ones that I've always talked about, and then we'll have a bigger book collection based off of what I feel could help you guys. Okay, probably gonna delete this. Yeah, looks like I'm gonna delete this now. So let me delete, and yeah, we gotta wait. What time we got? 10:40. I'll probably stick around like 20 more minutes. So let's see how this candle closes, and then we can go from there. 4 hour. Let's see if we break the highs. I should have bought. No, you shouldn't have, you know, because if you had a setup, you would have bought. So if you didn't bought or you didn't buy, that means there was no setup, and you should never take a trade without your setup.
Hey, man. If you think it's that easy, just buy next time.
Again, everything is so uncertain in the game. That's why you have to wait for systems to roll themselves out. It's not as easy as you guys think. It's not, like, but at the same time, it's also not as hard, right? It's about finding that middle ground. It's about finding that system that you can have no problem with staying disciplined to and applying on a day-to-day basis. Everything else is just noise. Everything else is simply noise.
100%, man.
It's
Fear
chatter.
of missing out disappears when you have a certain plan you look for.
Gotcha. Yeah, if your system came up and you didn't take it, then yeah, you should have taken it. Yes. But no system, no setup, no entries, man.
That's a gem right there. Gem of the day.
Did I chop?
And going back to the cash flow quadrants, right? Robert Kiyosaki talks about creating systems, right, that produce cash flow, like trading. Trading can produce cash flow, but do you have a system that can produce that, right? So I mean, just going back to that book, that's a massive gem right there. Is in creating systems that produce cash flow. Never abandon your systems, right? Remember the purpose of them.
Never. That's like abandoning a loyal friend. How you gonna do that, man? It's messed up. Disrespect your own friend.
I'm not gonna lie.
Imagine someone pays you money and then you disrespect them. Imagine like they give you money all the time and then you're just like, yo, screw you. I'm hanging out with this system today. It's like, what? It's messed up.
I know.
It's like, yo, Nick, how are you so good at not going against the playbook? The playbook is so good to me, bro. Like, the playbook gives me everything I ever wanted and needed. Why would I ever go against it? Right? Why would I ever take a trade outside of it? It literally doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, literally. Like, cha-ching, like pennies, nickels, dimes, dollars. It doesn't make any money, right? Going against that long term. So that's why I don't do it. And that's how it's easy for me not to do it, is because, dude, you see how much it pays me? Like, what? It's like going to look for a new job. It's like, dude, you got everything you ever wanted. Where are you going?
Right, bro.
Don't be two-faced, right, Tommy?
Two-faced.
We aren't profitable. Our data is. Exactly.
Sheesh.
I love that. Write that down. You know, sometimes you got to write that down too, especially when you do really good at trading. Like, I always remind myself, Nick, humble yourself, brother, because it's not even you. It's the system that makes the money, right? You're following it. Okay, great. You could take credit for that, but don't try and act like you know are the king of the market here.
Damn, that was a gem.
Our data is the profitable. Yep, like that. First time watcher, in a nutshell, what's your style of trading? I like to look at the 4 hour, and I like to determine trades based off of what I see on the 4 hour. So if I see the 4 hour that looks like this, like right now in today's case, let's say here we have a big rejection. So we have the 4 hour candles moving up. We came right into this rejection area and rejected out of it as well. Not only did we reject, but we also closed bearish. So right now that 4 hour candle is telling me, okay, we hit our target rejected from that target, closed bearish, giving us a resistance below the range. And now if we re-break this low, there's a very high chance that this next 4-hour candle will follow. So I basically paint the vision from the 4-hour time frame and then look to execute on the lower time frame. So I just recently had a sell stop on the break of the low here because it looked like, hey, if we can come down now, break that low, then we can take these sells for that 4-hour candle to move down. But we deleted them recently, and we're going to wait for a closure below here now. So basically all about candlesticks, all about ranges and time, higher time frame, lower time frame correlation. Support and resistance. Pretty simple. Pretty simple for the most part. I followed your strategy, learned a great deal about discipline and mindset. Awesome. You have completely changed the way I think about trading. Awesome, man. I hope for the better.
Fire, man.
That's amazing. Congratulations on that, because it really does take a bit of a mindset shift. We all come in the same way, right? Like, what do those old timers say? Like, everyone comes in excited and, shiny-eyed and ready to go, right? But then we realize that, the markets can humble us very quickly, and that if we don't have like just a system, right, that we can trade on the day-to-day, then we're going to leave our trading activity up to randomness. And 95% of traders act on a random, kind of like a randomness, and they all fail. So you just have to develop a really, really good system according to data. And once you have that probability mindset shift, it changes everything, because now you no longer care as much. You still care, but not as much about your individual trade, whether it's a win or a loss. You just care about the overall data. So I always explain it like, if you have a 70% win rate, you're going to get 30% losers, right? And 70% winners. So you're going to get 70 winners, 30 losers at that point, right? So we already know that. So when losses come, the probability-minded individual, he just goes, okay, cool, that's a loss into the 30. Okay, another loss. Okay, another win. He doesn't jump up and down and go, oh my God, I'm so amazing, I'm great. No, he just goes, all right, cool, another win, another win, another win, another win. Oh, another loss. Okay, cool, another loss. Okay, another win, another win. And he knows that out of 100 trades, he'll win 70, lose 30 on average, and be able to walk away a profitable man or woman. So that's all I do. I try really hard not to get in the way of this process right here. And the way I do that is simply show up every day, get away from my own goals and aspirations, and focus on the next best trading setup according to this 70% win rate, system. That's it. I'm a bit of a robot. R2D2. And if you do that, man, if you do that consistently enough, you'll see exactly why I stick to a system and don't deviate from it. Because you'll start to pay your mortgage, and you'll start to buy, be able to pay your car payment with the money and your rent with the money, and you'll realize, you know what? Now I know why the guy doesn't go outside of his plan, because it pays him, right? And that's what he's here to do, get paid. Liquidity sweeps, and I don't even know what that is, to be honest. I trade liquidity in my own way. So here's probably the best thing about me as a trader. I only know one way. I think that might be one of my biggest assets as a trader, is I only know one way. I don't know any other way to trade. I don't know liquidity sweeps. I don't know FVGs. I don't know triangular, reticular, divicular, whatever it is you guys be saying. I don't know any of it, right? I know one way. And that way leads to money. And guess what? I never have to look another way again, because I'm here for the money. Does that make sense? So one of my biggest assets is I don't know what those other things are. And guess what? I don't have to know, because all you need to know is what way is going to make the money long term. And I'm sure there's 100 different ways that I can make this money long term, yet I don't have to be concerned with any of them. Yeah? So, yeah, maybe I trade liquidity sweeps. Maybe I don't. I don't even know. Apparently, I trade FVGs. I think I trade a little bit of everything. SMC, FVG, ICT, SRC, TTE. I don't know. I don't know. I might trade it all.
There's everything out there, bro.
But one of the big things we've really been applying in the Clubhouse is the King Kong strategy, you know? So if you understand the King Kong strategy, you never have to worry about anything else ever again. It's amazing.
YouTube thinking like, what?
Any new person for the first time today is like, wait, hold on. It was, that actually sounded good until the King Kong thing came out. Yeah. So again, a lot of you guys just know too much. You're too smart. You're actually too smart. And it's holding you back.
Funny.
Yeah. All right, there goes the re-break of the 4-hour high. So we'll see what happens with that. Yeah, first couple years, it's one thing to kind of look at a couple systems. Like, so let's say you're new to trading and, you know, today's your first week. Yeah, you'll look at me and you'll look at this one and you'll look at that one and that one. And then, like, within 2 weeks, you could probably pick a side, right? And say, you know what? I think this one works the best. And then you just commit to it, right? Forever now. Like, you know, you commit now to that process. The problem is 2 weeks later, they go, you know what? I think that guy on YouTube, time to snack or time to have something.
ETS.
You know what? Let me go check his stuff out. He was pretty good, right? And then you come here and you get the W's with us and you get in a couple trades and all of a sudden you're in the chat, you know, you're W, you know, in the chat and you're feeling great. But then we take 2 losses, right? We help you pass your funded account, right? We help you get your confidence back. Funded. Let me make it F. Let's make it FUN. We help you pass your funded account. We help you get your confidence back. We help you get all the way up to, let's say, like a payout, right? And maybe just before the payout, we take a loss or two, and that brings you down, ruins your pay. You go, you know what? These guys suck. These guys suck too. You know what? Let me go over to this guy now, you know, and then you go over to him and the same thing happens, right? 2 weeks later, you take some wins. And when it comes to the losses, you just boom and you hop and you hop and you hop. And, you know, they start calling you Mr. Bunny Rabbit on YouTube because you hop so much and you know so much and you're so smart and you can explain the FVG and you can explain the liquidity sweeps and you can explain every single strategy out there, yet you make zero money, right? So what good does that do if you can have all the knowledge in the world but can't benefit from it at all, right? So I joke around, I kid around with you a little bit just to make this fun, and so it's not as hard on you. But gang, take a look in the mirror. Have you done this? Are you doing this? Do you know someone that's doing this? This is a silent killer when it comes to trading. This is how a lot of traders think that they're doing something, but at the end of the day, they're just moving around on a hamster wheel.
Yeah.
W. Now let me continue to chew on my ice while you guys think about that for a few. There go the W's.
Yo, I think Johnny wants to leave, bro.
Johnny
wants to leave us.
Yo, John.
Did I not make you co-host?
Hey, yo.
Yo, if you saw me, I was a great example in the chat of a amateur trader. I came in the chat. I'm like, yo, I just passed my funded account. Thank you, man. And then I was like, damn it, I blew my XFA. What the hell?
Yep.
And I was like, all right, screw this amount.
There you go.
That's the amateur trader cycle right there.
No, it literally is.
Don't be one.
Yeah. So we're here to save you from that. You know, it's hard to hear that. And again, my name is Nick Stewart, and I promise you, I'm your friend. I really do. But like, a friend is going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear all the time. And I just think a lot of this stuff isn't talked about enough because all these Discord guys like to share members or something. It's really weird, to be honest. And they encourage, oh yeah, don't worry if you don't like this one, go. But man, I'm telling you, you need to fixate your mind on one or the other and just go. When do you ever see me changing my strategy? Like, when do you ever see me doing things that I don't normally do? Never. So why would you do it? You know? And again, I don't even know if you want the results I have. I'm assuming since you are here, you like my trading and my perspective on things. So why not just do what I do, right? Why not just stick to the things that I stick to and, you know, apply the same pressure in the markets that I apply to them, which is really just never deviating, right? And the market has a job to do, and that job is to convince me to get in based off of, my setups. So when the market does its job, that's when I'll, step in. Until then, it's got to convince me. Time to eat ice. Great point. Casually just chew on some ice. Time to eat French fries? I don't know, man. French fries like the hardest thing for the body to digest.
Bro, for real, beef tallow.
Let's use beef tallow.
Beef tallow?
Yep.
Is chewing on ice really bad for your teeth? Could be. Could be. It's not ice, it's just frozen water.
Bro, just do some salt water and olive pulling and you'll be pretty fine, I guess.
Wow, Powell's really making the markets go wild today, huh? Oh my gosh. So crazy.
Powell is not even in it anymore.
No.
Powell, you're fired. Didn't Powell get fired? What's the dude still doing here? His term is ending. Time to eat onions, celeries, and fades. Yes, and breakouts. Yes. I can barely say the onion one. Gonna miss Powell. Yeah, I'm gonna miss Powell too, man. He was good. He was good. He'll forever be legendary in the trading space for traders that came in the game from like 2018 on. Even before that. Dude's a legend.
Religion.
All right, Goldie, you got one more shot to convince me, and if not, then I'll walk away with the money you've already given me, then I'll come back for the next session.
There's always Asian sesh.
Yes, sir. As a price action trader, I just found your reel on Instagram. Okay, cool. And the trade you took was actually the same one I took. Amazing. Let's go. Yeah, all price action. Let's get it. If you guys aren't following me on Instagram, you guys can follow me here on IG. It's just my first and last name pretty much. First and last name. I also have the TT_profits channel, which I definitely recommend. It's like basically like a free course in itself. It'll kind of show you most of the trades we take and some of the, concepts that we talk about and ideas and whatnot. TT_profits. Yep. Yeah, this is basically where I share all my trading stuff. A lot of content here now. There's Magnus. There's Rafi. Where's Johnny Gems?
Disrespectful.
There he is, down there.
Johnny Gems. There he
I don't
is.
think I'm anywhere in there.
Adjusting his glasses like a G. What a
There
G.
he is. There he is again.
I'll bet.
Yeah, guys, if you haven't just kind of doom scrolled through this, if you're gonna doom scroll idiot.
Yo, the one with the arrows.
I said, yo, if you're gonna doom scroll idiot. My bad, I was reading this. Idiot, homeless, idiot. Reality signals down, close, crying.
You got a doom scroll idiot?
Withdraw individuals to keep money, pay out completely. These 9:30 Clubhouse nudes impacting down. August plan close payouts, my this. If you guys haven't doom scrolled this, you got to, man. You got to.
Yo.
Honestly,
The one with the arrows is so funny, bro.
True.
some this may sound crazy, but low key, some people should go homeless. Honestly, they'll save a fortune on rent.
What does your house even provide you? You're at your job basically all the time, so just find another place to sleep.
Bro, you're gonna spend over 60% of your income just to sleep somewhere. Come on.
I remember I told you and Joe that I'm like, yo, screw the crib, just sleep in the car for the first year.
I know. Exactly.
Save all the money on rent.
It's smart to do at a certain point. Yeah.
For real.
For real. Just get some Wi-Fi too, though. But other than that,
Wi-Fi and you're good.
I actually know a multi-millionaire who literally slept in his car on his come up, and he saved a fortune on everything. On rent.
Yep.
So maybe some people should do that. Honestly. It's a way to save money.
Trump homeless? Might imagine. That guy was born a billionaire. Mommy, grab me my driver. Grab me my putter. Yo, dude's mom looked just like him. Only her head was like rectangle. Well, what's going on with Trump's mom? That was crazy. Didn't even look human. He had his own Linda.
Toro, I love that.
He had his own
Exactly,
Linda.
Toro. Exactly, bro.
I missed it.
You can easily get Wi-Fi and Panera Bread and shower
Oh,
at
too
like a
easy.
gym.
Oh, too easy. There
I
you
just
go.
gave some people a brilliant idea. That's what happens when you use your brain.
Facts.
Brilliant ideas show up.
And if you got nothing to do, just hang out outside the most busiest area in your town and just kindly ask people for some money.
Yeah, literally.
But like, look at me. I'm a clean-cut kid. I promise you I don't do drugs. I'm just a young entrepreneur trying to raise capital. To be honest, if I seen that, I'd probably go to the bank real quick and give that person like a couple $100 to $1,000. Like, hopefully this helps.
Yo, Mark Smith, that's really smart too, man. Get something super cheap, like
Okay, I'll be right back.
like a boat or like a car van or whatever, and literally rent something out for less than $500 a month. Facts, bro. I dig it. You got to think about what's gonna be the most easy. What option allows you to invest your money the most?
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I'm really talking to the single people here.
It'd be a little hard with
Those who don't have
without-
a family or a girl or any really priorities at all. You guys really can do that.
Sheesh, I'll be honest. If I had to, I'd take the whole family, live under a bridge. Raise
There
this
you go,
money.
bro.
Let's go, kids. Today we're going to build mud castles. No, not sand castles. They're going to be mud castles. Let's go. Let's see.
Pledge.
Get that empty bag out the cup. Yeah, get that out of there.
Someone
What up,
once told
Conrad?
me, a wise man as well. Yo, what's up, Conrad? He was like, I'd rather live under a bridge than talk to him than listen to some Karen lady on what to do in my life.
True.
Rather live under a bridge.
Okay, we closed above here, but the thing is the 4 hour, right? So we obviously need range 2 buys above here, so a little break and retest. If we can come back down, though, and close below here, that's where the sells are going to play out. But I think I'm probably just about done here for the day. Yeah, maybe if we get these range 2 breakouts, that would probably be best. But other than that, let me see. Other than that, we're choppy here. Yeah, we're ranging. I like the sells much better, being that the 4 hours bearish. So don't really like these buys at all. Even if we do get a lower wick, I would avoid taking these buys going against the 4 hour candle and just wait for the actual like break and retest. So what that'll look like is pretty simple. Like, let this buy go, right? Even if it does want to move up like this, let it go. Let price come back down. Give you some structure here, right, where you kind of close above this range, and as long as price remains above there, then we'll have the opportunity to take buys. But that probably won't play out for a while, probably at least 35 to 45 minutes. So be patient here today. It's Monday. The price action isn't the greatest. If you're already green on the day, just leave it. If you're red, just leave it. There's no rush to get that back. Wait for something really good before you end up pulling the trigger. What you doing, Kingston? This King man trying to make me laugh with y'all. All right.
Really
Anyways,
good stream here, bro. Honestly,
good stream.
A lot of gems dropped.
Anybody else have any last minute questions before we bounce out of here? I think the price action is not looking the hottest here, so we might as well get off the charts and wait for some better price action.
Let's do it, bro. Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Sounds like a deal.
Let's call it a Monday. All right, let's do it.
Asian session.
All
All right, cool.
W Monday,
guys
my
in Asia.
friends. Yep, we don't take any L's here, being patient and disciplined, and that's a very, very good thing. So no need to force anything. We will come back for Asian session. If you guys aren't in the Clubhouse and you want to trade Asian with us in London, you guys can join the Clubhouse today. We'll get you your Zoom link and everything all done up this afternoon, so you guys could be there for Asian. And then everybody else, we'll see you guys back here tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you for London.
Good deal.
See
Yes,
y'all.
sir.
Have a great day.
Peace.
I'll see
Thank you
y'all
for having
then.
us, brother.
Later, Gators. Hope y'all
bless
have a
y'all.
great day. Little dance party on the way out. What you think? Hey,
Let's get it, bro. Let's
speed
get
up
it.
a little.
y'all.
Oh,
God
all
bless
right.
you.
Okay.
Peace,
Great
chat.
day.
I'm out of
God
here.
bless y'all.
Hey, blessings. Peace.
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah,
Stay out of
family
trouble
tight,
now.
I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet. Talk about the things they're gonna say when they see me, and when they see me, they just dab me up and say good to meet me. I keep it going, flowing over this and make it look easy. Easy for me to say I do this every day of the week. And me could be the one they talk about when all said and done with it. I'm the feature that they want, but then they don't wanna come with it. I'm a scene, still a seat, fill blow up the numbers, and I ain't leaving no crumbs, so you know when I'm done with it. I'm a new school vibe with an old soul, oh so great. Stay paid by the boatload. Don't go chasing the wave from a rowboat. Blow smoke right through the face of the ozone. Oh no, I got the bag, I'm back to just double it. I'm about to pop the top, I've been bubbling. They want the spot, but I do not cut them in. They trying to plot my drop, they been huddling. Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up
Yo,
like violet.
I know a lot of people praying for my downfall, but the only thing that I'll be down for is being top 5, but like down 4. I'm down to earth like the ground floor, but I've been flying so long, I tend to ask people, what's the ground for? Man, I'm only headed up, see my flow volcanic, it's the fire I erupt. Heard the fans getting rowdy cause they haven't had enough. You know I'm running the city, you just running out of luck. Yeah, I said that with my chest, I flow hard, it's no wonder they easily impressed. I'm so far, but I'm always coming back with something fresh, I never rest. Where you'll never catch the seagull with a nest, I invest my time in a booth, I find a piece, I used to piece the boom in my mind. My ex knows this, let me expose this. She left cause she don't wanna be with an explosive. Man, I'm just
Feeling so tall, I could give a high five to the pilot. Yeah, family tight, I keep small circle like island. Whoa, inbox full of contracts, I signed with a stylist. Yeah, blue faces blowing up like violet.
Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. I'm pouring spirit, so he use me like I'm chump change. Ain't pouring spirits, he flow through me, he just pouring rain. Lay my chains in that water, hit that blue grave. Heard your voice in Memphis, how my oldest got his name. Hey, Father, tell me that. Songs 1 in the morning, meditating fast. How you don't know what you driving, but got something fast. See my brother's life change when that whip crash. I got whiplash, where the spirit got my head turning. Time to pick trash, if I wanna serve, I Jesus serve him. It's a flash, when he coming back, what's your purpose? It's a mismatch, turn the earth flat, carry you. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Rain on me like you did in the past, and you making it last. Better with you out living on glass. No going back, I never thought I'd make it without. Out to the same watch out. Now what are we talking about? Chilling with God and he working it out. Do for you, I can't do for clout. The message stressing me out. Like what? I know we lit, we up. Following God, I'm making it out. Rain on me, rain on me.
Help me grow, I couldn't do this on my own.
You came into my life.
Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul. Rain on me, Lord, help me grow. Rain on me, clean my spirit, feed my soul.
Where the light at, remind me. If you looking for it, you know where to find me. You ain't paying for me, so you can't decline me. Can't go till the devil get behind me. Pray, throw it up, can't throw it up. Break bread with my people, we gon' pull it up. If your price too high, you ain't been blowing up. If you ain't had a ooh wee, then you can't run with us. What's the word? Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Yeah, ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah, ooh wee. I was, ooh wee. My respect for the feminine, it was minimal. God gave me another heart, it was clinical. If you sick and vitamin, he the mineral. Then he gave the family dollars, he the general. Pull up, jump out, show love, and get back in. Moving his wheel forward like I ain't got it back in. They told me think about myself and get that dough. Don't put your foot in your mouth, that's tic-tac-toe. Fishing for souls on the gram, I throw the real out. Try to get rid of God and you gon' take the real out. How you put in so much work and leave the skill out? Demon got you in a sunken place, tell him get out. Looking at my sin like when the waiters bring the bill out. Can't tap dance around the truth cause it's a slow dance. Trying to get the point in your head, it ain't a so end. We let go and let God, but when we pray we hold hands. Look alive, what's the business? Ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping, ooh wee. Can't believe God did it, ooh wee. Yeah, ooh wee. Ooh wee. Yeah, ooh wee. I was, ooh wee.
I've been thinking about about the times I was tripping outside. Could've lost my mind, but you kept me. I just wanna say that I'ma stand on 10, work hard, asking for mercy for the things I did. And I've been thinking about the climb to the top. How it really don't matter who gon' take my spot for real. And I just wanna say that I'ma give your props, cause when it all fade away, you really all that I got for real.
Look alive, what's the business? Ooh, wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh, wee. Lord forgive me, I was tripping. Ooh, wee. Can't believe God did it. Ooh,